And like I've paid for the game, so I may as well play it all I can.
Okay, starting and we're live! Woohoo!
Hello!
Heck. You know when YouTube doesn't actually show the stream, so you can't see the stream because there's nothing on YouTube?
Oh.
Okay, it just went up.
Cool.
And I am
it won't load on my end.
Same over here.
I'm gonna jump into chat and keep an eye on everything.
Okay, we got somebody in chat. Second. Hi. Blip. Hey.
Oh my.
Yeet.
Hi. Hello.
Hello there. Oh wow, the way that these things fill up, it's insane. The live chat, it just exploded. Oh my god.
I'm just watching the likes like steadily increase.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh my
It's
god.
11 p.m. and why are you here? Because it's a good time. That's why you're here.
Yeah. These streams are really great.
Howdy, everyone.
Hello, stream.
And watch as the chat steadily fills up.
Hello. All right. Well, I think. Oh. Wait, why am I hearing an echo of me? I thought I was.
Oh, I'm not sure.
Okay, never mind.
For a second. Maybe it's just lag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Must have been.
Hi, that star doodle on the stream thing is adorable, and I just yell.
Yes.
Oh god, I love these. I love these so much.
All right. So, yeah, as you guys can probably tell, I just started the stream, and typically what I do is I draw everybody's stuff on stream first, and then I color if I have time. But today, I decided to do something different because I want to spend more time coloring on stream. I decided to draw, and then we're going to color today.
Nice.
Yeah.
And then if we have more time left over, I will get to some more requests for my patrons, and we'll see what happens. Anyway, though, I think since Stars and Avalon are here, I'm going to start with your guys's.
Okay, cool.
Oh, looks like someone saw the birthday video in here.
Oh, it's not quite my birthday yet.
When is your birthday?
Monday.
Oh.
So July 9th.
Okay, cool. Oh, sweet. Okay. Well, happy early birthday.
Well, thank you.
Okay. Are we allowed to talk about spoilers or no?
Spoilers for what?
Okay, so like I just started playing, I mentioned earlier, I just started playing Birth by Sleep, and I have some concerns.
Yeah, we can talk about Birth by Sleep.
Like, I know that this all goes bad. Like, foregone conclusion from the video at the beginning, which I guess Sean said was previously released before the game, so it's not like new information for people who pay attention.
Right.
Like,
yeah, it's the secret video at the end of Kingdom Hearts 2, essentially.
Yeah, it's like, so I already know that this is not gonna end well. But I'm like, all the different parallels between Ventus and Sora and how the beginning of the game is really close to the beginning of Kingdom Hearts 1, I'm very concerned.
As you should be.
I'm like, what is... Clearly they're connected somehow, but I don't know how, and then Roxas is a thing, and I'm just like, what's gonna happen? And you don't have to tell me what happens, but
You
this could be really good or really bad.
You got some heartbreak. You're coming your way. I'll just say that.
But Ventus is so cute.
He is a cinnamon roll.
Like, I hope he doesn't turn into Roxas. I don't want that. And I know it's like blasphemy, but I really don't like Roxas as a character, so I'm like, no. Don't turn into that, please.
I feel like it's safe to tell you that Roxas and Ventus are their own characters.
Oh, okay, alright.
Yeah. I don't feel like that's really a spoiler, that's just something you should know.
Yeah, it's like, and the command decks are hard. Like, better than Chain of Memories, but dang.
It takes some getting used to.
Also, Creative Haven Spirit asks, have we heard of Art Fight, and if so, are we participating, and what are our teams?
I have heard of Art Fight, I am participating, and I might not be able to get time to participate in it for another week or so, but I am on Team T after a bit of confusion.
Did you think you were on Team Coffee at first?
Yeah, because it was going really slow, like 2 days ago, so I'm like, oh, okay, and then it finally put me on a team, and it said I was sorted into Team Coffee, but it didn't color my name as if I was on Team Coffee. So then the next morning, I like checked it, and it said that I haven't been sorted yet, so I got sorted into Team T.
Oh.
And that was after I like put myself as Team Coffee on the Art Fight Discord, and I didn't want to like stress anyone out with having to change it, so I just left the Discord because I couldn't see myself talking there much anyway.
Yeah.
I'm so good at this.
Anybody else doing Art Fight?
I'm doing Art Fight. I'm a little bit confused about what it is exactly, but I want to do it. Seems cool. I want to be cool.
My understanding of it is that you're sorted into teams, and then you attack the other team by drawing their characters and stuff. So it's basically like art gifts, like just aggressive generosity.
Well, oh wow, that's cool.
How do you join it at this point?
That's what I'm not sure on.
I think you go to the website?
Yeah, you just go to the website, but I'm like confused on how to attack people. Who wants to be attacked? I'll gladly attack you, my kindness.
I'm not sure. I've never done Art Fight. I really want to because I love drawing people's OCs and stuff.
Hey, if anyone in the chat is on Team Coffee, look up Freddy Rika's characters. I will go type that in the chat. Hint, hint. Would you mind if I did? Because it's your stream.
Oh no, go ahead.
I sort of want to change from Team T to Team Coffee because everyone is Team T.
Because T is best.
Yeah.
I will argue differently.
I thought
Soda
I was on
best.
Team Coffee.
Soda is best.
Or on Team T.
Wow, that's a big call on Christ.
Oh.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
I actually can't stay very long since I'm at work right now. I'm hiding away in the back room.
Oh.
But I just wanted to wish you every dream. Probably.
Bless.
So, fine. Alright, bye.
Okay, bye. Yeah, one of these years I will actually do Art Fight, but it's just always like, it always comes when I'm super busy and I'm just like, I don't have time.
I wanted to join it, but I'm really anxious about sharing my OCs.
Oh yeah, I get that.
Because I always feel like my designs are weird, and I'm like, no one's gonna wanna look at this.
Don't feel that way.
I put my hippogriffs on it because I made those references specifically for today's stream, but I figured that since Art Fight was going on anyway, it was perfect timing.
Oh yeah.
So
Okay, but your hippogriffs are super cool though.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I love
I
them.
love, like, more interesting hippogriff variations than just eagle. They just
Yeah, that's kind of that was kind of the point. I wanted to try birds that weren't eagles, and I like pigeons, and I like swans. So I especially love pigeons. Pigeons are adorable.
What if waterfowl hippogriff are more like hippocampi?
Ooh.
Ooh.
Mm.
I know some
an entirely
people.
new mythical creature.
I know there are some creative people out there who are like, fusing animals together is like such a weak sauce design thing because they're all elitist or whatever. And I'm just like, okay, no, I love when people combine animals. So yeah, stuff like your hippogriffs and griffins and stuff. I'm like, yes.
I might make a bird deer because I like birds and I like deer. If it wasn't obvious, I like birds, and deer are actually my favorite animal.
Oh, that's cool.
I'm gonna make a bird deer because I like birds and I like deer. If it wasn't obvious.
Now we got an echo.
Definitely an echo.
Does somebody have the stream playing on in the background?
I checked to see if I had the stream playing, but I do not. I have it open, but it's muted because I can hear everything that's going on.
I have mine open and muted as well.
Okay.
Same.
I just want to see what you're up to.
Strange.
I may have mentioned this before, but I absolutely love the way you draw a star in a more purple palette than the more like black and gray beige palette. I love it so much. It's so satisfying to look at.
I am terrible. If you ever commission me, I'm warning you both, you guys in the Discord and everybody in the chat. If you ever commission me and you have a character reference sheet where it's like you use pure grays or pure whites or pure blacks or something like that, don't be like, unless you specifically want that, you better let me know, because otherwise I am very likely to add a tint of color to it, because that's just how I roll.
Yeah. Honestly, what I did when creating the color schemes for my hippogriffs was I actually swatched them more or less directly off of the original pastel drawing, traditional drawing I did in my art class.
Yeah.
So they're less pure gray than other characters I design, because they have a bit of a pinkish tint to them, because that was the color of the paper I used. Or in the swan's case, it's kind of yellowish.
Really nice.
So I'm trying to get better at like using more colorful while still keeping it grayish.
Yeah.
Because I know that makes it look a lot less flat. Even if it's just flat colors.
I really need to study color theory sometime.
Color theory is good.
I have not looked into it like hardly at all, and I feel like if I want to continue growing as an artist, that's like the next place to go to.
Oh, well,
there's a lot of YouTube videos on like whole classes of it. I like because I've never actually taken an art class. I usually use YouTube videos for it.
Yeah, that's probably at all. Like I'll probably look up like text stuff online and videos. Oh, bless you.
Thanks.
Alright, we have some questions. Someone wants to know, do you use one of those tablets where you just draw directly onto the tablet and that's the thing? Or do you have one where you draw on the tablet and then it appears on the computer?
I wish I had the first one, but I
same.
Second one. I might get one of those Huion tablets.
Yeah, I would love to get a Cintiq, is what people typically call them. And that's where you draw and that's on the screen. But no, I have a...
Isn't Cintiq brand name for...
Yeah, but I mean, it's kind of like Kleenex. Everybody knows if you say Kleenex, you mean a tissue.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would like to get a Cintiq eventually. But right now, I just work on an Intuos, which is one...
I think I'll start saving up for one of those Huion Cintiqs, since they're a lot cheaper than the brand name Wacom Cintiqs.
Yeah.
But like, that'll be after I buy myself a perpetual license for Toon Boom, because I'm saving up for that right now.
Woof. Good luck.
Oh, I'm actually almost there because I have a job and I'm only 17 and still in high school, so my mom's not making me pay rent yet.
Yo, congrats.
So I'm in a very good position to buy this stuff now, so I'll have it when I have to actually pay for stuff.
Good planning.
I just recently got Adobe Animate to try it.
And now we can do collabs easier.
Yeah!
Because I know, I still want to do collabs and also that roleplay we were planning. I just forgot it. I haven't even forgot about it, I just haven't had the chance to.
Yeah, we really should, like, actually focus on that. But, I like it a lot more than Toon Boom. I feel like Toon Boom was a bit hard for me to, like, function with. I'm not really sure how.
Toon Boom is a pretty advanced program. Like, I'm not saying that to sound hoity-toity or anything. It's just, it's a hard program to get into because it already assumes you know how to use art programs quite a bit.
Yeah.
And then the tutorials are impossible to find.
Yeah! Oh my god!
I just don't want an art program that I have to keep paying for every month, and I don't think Adobe will offer that, and it annoys me. If you could get a perpetual license for Adobe Animate, I would get that, no question.
I don't. But they don't. Over at my school growing up, my high school, I have a flash drive where someone had downloaded all the Adobe things onto it. And so I don't know. I'm pretty sure that's not legal, but I do.
No, it's definitely not.
Yeah, one sec. Guys, I'm gonna have to, like, go for a few seconds.
Okay, that's fine.
So, yeah, gotta go help out with dinner things. Be back soon.
Just hop back on whenever you can.
Alright, I'm gonna take
advantage of this. Someone's having trouble finding my art fight. Can I link it, or would that be?
No, go ahead. I don't care if you guys promote yourselves at all in chat. Go ahead.
Alright.
And speaking of, someone did have a question from Valen Cat, and she wanted to know if you've done any comics ever, and I know that you have, so I thought I'd give you some space to talk about that real quick.
Oh gosh, but they're so old. I have done a few, like, mini comics. They're really old though, so if you go on my DeviantArt and you scroll back quite a ways, you should be able to find them. There's a couple of different Warriors comics I've done that are in the StarClan Cats universe. If you don't know what StarClan Cats is, I've got videos on my channel with StarClan Cats characters, but it's just my Warrior OCs that I write with Captain Morwen, and my name is Water Dummy. And I want to do more at some point, but as you guys probably can tell, I already have a million projects, so...
Yeah. And your DeviantArt is under Sumatra Star, right? It's not Tenniel Flowers?
It's Sumatra, not Sumatra Star.
Okay. So yeah, go on DeviantArt, look up Sumatra if you want the comics.
Yeah, here, I can... You can go ahead and link to my DeviantArt.
I like them, I don't care if they're old.
There we go.
Like the one for Wolfthorn, I think, is my favorite one.
Oh, yeah!
With, like, the reeds, and I think he's talking to... I can't remember his name, I just think that it ends in Mask. I want to say Slate Mask, but I don't think that's right.
Swift Mask.
Swift Mask, yeah.
Yeah. Actually, here, I'll do you guys in chat even better. If you want just to look at StarClan Cats related stuff, there is this whole club page on DeviantArt, and it has just artwork of the StarClan Cats characters. You can find the comics I did just by going into the gallery, and there will literally be a folder there called StarClan Battles Comics. And you can look at those. And it has, like, the different storylines and their characters pulled out into different folders. Like our first one is Star Clan Battles, our second is Black Sun, and the third is Endless Storm.
Oh, got a couple more questions coming in. Will you do a review of the book Outcast? Like, I'm not sure if that refers to Warriors Outcast or...
I would assume it does. Of the book by itself, probably not. At least not anytime soon.
And another one, have you heard of Flight Rising? And this I know you have because I scream about it constantly.
Yeah, I've heard about it, but I've not played it.
Wow.
You should, it's really good.
I just have the most beautiful, like, infuriatingly pretty dragon that I don't have room for. I need to make an autumn on my Flight Rising. I need to make one for autumn.
Oh, that would be sweet.
I hate it when you're playing Flight Rising and then you finally find a dragon that's a perfect mate for the one that you have, and it turns out that they're related somehow.
I hate that. Yeah.
I've spent so much on that dragon.
Like, I have a hard time because in my lair I only have dragons, like, of my own characters. I just turn all my characters into dragons like I turn all my characters into everything. And
Great.
so if it doesn't fit one of my OCs, I can't keep it, but it's pretty.
I just have a bunch of pretty dragons.
That's pretty much all I have.
How do you translate human features into cat features?
Oh gosh, that's a hard one to answer because I just do it.
Yeah, you just gotta do it.
You figure it out, and especially for animation, keep in mind it's animation, so it should be like exaggerated and cartoony. So I guess just kind of learn how cat facial expressions work and human facial expressions work, and try to find a balance between them. That's what I do.
Yeah.
Work with a mirror close by?
Yes.
Oh hey, is that Autumn?
It is.
I cannot wait for all the people who get mad because she doesn't have the right color scheme.
Why would people get mad? They said that
Why
they could be
brown.
brown.
About my white and ginger maple shade, I don't know.
Oh, that's true.
I'm still salty about that.
Yeah.
But I got my revenge, I guess.
Revenge!
Ooh,
So I'm just like, I don't like that I gave her like just 2 black spots. Well, now she doesn't have any black spots, and you can deal with it.
It's a really nice maple shade design, though. She looked really pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just wanted to redo it anyway because that art is so old, and it was my first time ever doing a speed paint, and I'm like, oh, it's bad.
Yeah, that was your first speed paint?
Hey, Tennille.
Uh-huh.
Have you read the newest book for Wings of Fire?
I have.
It was good.
It was good. Yes, it was. I really enjoyed it. Avalon and I should have a review coming up probably in the next week.
Okie dokie.
Yeah, we had some recording issues, so we got to re-record. But once we do, it'll be up pretty soon.
I've been meaning to ask about your Wings of Fire review. Do you do like a section in the beginning where you talk about it non-spoilers and then go spoilers? Because I want to watch the videos, but also I want to read the books without knowing basically anything. For once in my life, I want to avoid spoilers because half the time I kill myself with them. So.
After a point. Yeah, after a certain point in the reviews, we're just like, okay, we've assumed you've read the books at this point, and we're just gonna talk spoilers. But like the first whole arc, I think we kind of talk non-spoilers, assuming you've read the previous book.
I think you kind of stopped doing that past, it was pearls or it was turtles.
Okay.
Probably, yeah, because it's like these aren't really it's not the same as Warriors where they're in arcs and you can like kind of go into the next arc without fully knowing the last one. They are consecutive books, so like if we're on like book 7 or 8, you can expect that there's going to be some information on the previous books in there that even if we don't mean to talk about spoilers, it's going to have spoilers.
Yeah. Okay.
I think like the first couple ones we do have a spoiler-free segment for, though.
Okay. Just because like I want to watch the videos just to see, but also for once I want to go in blind to something, because most of the time I'm pretty like lax about spoilers, so I just find out all the plots without caring, and I kind of want to read a series blind for once, so there's a genuine sense of oh shit when I actually read it or play it myself, because I'm terrible.
Rings of Fire is a good one for that. There's a lot of oh shit moments.
Yeah, it's got such fantastic world building that I think you would do yourself a disservice to listen to someone spoil it without reading it yourself. Like, I think they're that good.
Especially because we also talk a lot about our personal interpretations, and you probably don't want to have that before you read it because that might influence how you see something.
That's fair. That's completely fair. See, I want, at some point I need to get my because they don't, I think I mentioned it on Twitter, they don't sell the books in the UK. I went to Waterstones, and the lovely, lovely lady at Waterstones was like, oh, somebody came in like last week asking for them. I think I remember that they don't actually print them at all in the UK. They'd have to get them sent over from the US, which would take forever. So,
well, hey,
the book is the only option.
Have you ever gotten an Audible account?
No.
Well, here you go. If you sign up for Audible, the first book you get is free, and then you could, I mean, I'm totally not suggesting you do this, but then you could totally cancel your account, and then you don't ever have to pay to keep your subscription to Audible. So, you could go on Audible, and they have a dope AF audiobook for the first Wings of Fire book. It's really, really good.
So, like, I've never really, listened to audiobooks before, and I'm not sure if I can't, if I'm listening to something, like just pure listening, I have to sit there doing nothing else for like the entire duration, and I don't know if I'd be able to do it. It's like I want to listen to the Adventure Zone by the McElroys. I want to listen to all that, but I don't have the bloody attention span to just sit and only listen to it. And if I don't listen to it, I miss everything every 5 seconds and have to go back, and it's just super tedious because I'm terrible. So I'll just have to buy them at some point. I mean, I did just get a whole quartet of books, so I've still got them to get through, to be fair, which is also about dragons, and they're so good. The whole premise is that there's 4 different types of dragons, 4 main different types of dragons in this world, which are all dawn, day, dusk, and night. And they all have different abilities and destined riders and destinies and save the world from ending, yada yada. But it's good and charming, and oh god, I forgot how they're so fast paced. They're so fast paced. Like, you turn a page and it's like something new's happened, and something else is happening, and then this is happening, and then this is happening all at once.
I love it.
And it's also really enjoyable because I've just finished the second book, and there's a character who is around for about 10 seconds in the first book, and he's an ass for like most of it. And the first half of the second book is him just getting his ass kicked for like the entirety of it. It's amazing. It's like, this is karma. This is beautiful.
Oh, that's so
fantastic.
It takes him all of 5 seconds to fall off his dragon and nearly die. It's amazing. Because he's like, I'm better than all of them. I'm the oldest, so I should be in charge, and me and my powerful and then nearly falls off and dies. It's just, yes, wonderful. Good.
Oh, that's
a couple more questions in the chat.
Sure. Lay 'em on
So, be the chat watcher and relay questions to us.
The absolute worst wants to know, what is your favorite Wings of Fire book so far?
Darkstalker.
Obviously, Darkstalker.
Like, not even a competition. The Wings of Fire books are great, but Darkstalker is like a work of like legit literary masterpiece. It's so good.
It should be studied in schools.
Yeah, like I said that in our review of it, and I will like carry that opinion till my deathbed. It's so good.
Also, someone called me out in the fact that I designed Autumn to have my lipstick.
But it's awesome!
Someone wants to know what you use for drawing. You use Paint Tool Sai, correct?
Yes, I do. I also have Photoshop, and I used Photoshop for years. And then someone showed me some of the cool things Paint Tool Sai could do, and I was like, ha, bye Photoshop.
That's great.
But I still use Photoshop sometimes, because there are things that Paint Tool Sai just can't do.
Yeah, each program has its own strengths and weaknesses.
Yeah.
If that's the case, what's your favorite thing about Paint Tool Sai?
I really like the sketchy brushes I can use in Paint Tool Sai, and one thing that really helped me when I was first starting out drawing on the computer, because if you're someone who's used to drawing traditionally and you switch to the computer, it can feel like all of a sudden you don't know how to draw and you really suck. It's just like a learning curve you have to get over. But Paint Tool Sai has a really awesome tool that you can use, and I'm going to show it off here. If I create new line work layer in here, it gives you the pen tool, and like you can draw your lines here, and then if I hold Control, I can move these lines and adjust them however I want. And so it can just kind of help you keep your hand, like it can help steady your lines if you're having troubles.
Oh, I've never seen that tool.
I've never seen that either.
And then another thing it can do is, and this doesn't have to be used on the line art layer, this can be used anywhere. But another thing it can do is it has stabilizer. And if you happen to have like a really shaky hand, this is very nice as well, because you can turn the stabilizer up and it will help make your lines smoother. It slows down how fast you can draw, so like I can't draw really fast, but it helps you get nice smooth lines.
That's actually really cool. I have a really shaky hand, so that when I draw it kind of looks like shit.
Yeah, Paint Tool Sai is great for that.
I have the stabilizer on pretty much all the time.
I keep mine really helpful. 9 for like rough sketching, and then turn it up to about S3 for line work.
I think I have it 15 regularly, and then switch between that and S1 for whenever I align something more specifically.
I tend not to use it at all anymore, which is ironic because it's part of the reason why I went to Paint Tool Sai to begin with. But yeah, I got out of, like, I just don't need to use it anymore, I feel like.
How long have you been using Paint Tool Sai?
3 years, probably.
Huh. Cool.
I've always used Photoshop and Illustrator, and Illustrator has something similar to that, but
Yeah.
not quite.
Yeah, Paint Tool Sai, you know what, that's a good point. Paint Tool Sai is kind of like Illustrator and Photoshop had a baby.
Huh.
And while we're on programs, Valen Cat wants to know what the best program for animation is, or at least what you think it is.
The one you can get a hold of. The one you can start animating on. I really don't think there is a best program. I think it's just, it kind of all comes down to preference and what you want to use. Like I like Toon Boom Harmony. I've used Flash or Adobe Animate in the past, and I liked it because, you know, it was the only thing I had. But then I got Toon Boom, and I liked that Toon Boom felt like I could be a bit more sketchy with things. It felt more like I was drawing and less like I was using Illustrator. And so I liked that about it. But there's things that Flash can do that Toon Boom can't. And there's things that Toon Boom can do that Flash can't. And then there's also programs like TD Paint, which also looks awesome, and probably if I could get my hands on that, I'd ditch Toon Boom. But I don't necessarily think any of those programs are better. It's just what suits you and what you want to do.
Yeah, and it's also worth bearing in mind that all of these different programs are used by professional animating companies as well. Like, you'll see professional animators who use Flash or used to. You see people with Toon Boom. So, yeah. There you go, chat.
Alright, so I just, muted and deafened myself for, a few minutes, but I am back now.
Welcome back.
And ready to have questions relate to me. I'm gonna go start playing WoW now.
Wow.
Or maybe I'll upload one more character to Artfight before. But I want to play more World of Warcraft.
Wow.
Wow.
That is correct. It sure is WoW.
Owen Wilson.
I love the acronym of WoW though. Everyone's so, it just makes
everyone's in awe.
Wow.
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 Oh, I still have the wrap up from Golden Help. Whoops, close that.
Don't close it.
I might upload Yuka to Artfight.
I think I'll join Artfight.
Because I want to, get a few of my Pokemon characters that I've made references for recently up, including the one human character I have now. Because I'm designing things for my fan-made Pokemon region, so I made an Ice-type gym leader for it.
Nice.
Ooh.
And I will upload her to Artfight very soon.
I'd like to do Artfight, it's just I don't have any, decent references of any of my characters, because all I can do is, the front upper half of a horse, kind of. That's about it. That's my entire art talent. That's it. So, I've not got references and can't draw anything for anyone else, so I'm pretty hopeless.
That's my range, and I'm sticking to it.
Sometimes
I have been trying so hard. It's just horses have demonic anatomy, and I hate it. And I don't know why I decided to try draw them. But
I mean, hey, you're completely legit on that. Horses are notoriously some of the hardest creatures to draw.
Yeah.
And if people will have seen my Twitter discussion recently with Moonkitty, horse people are assholes about artists drawing horses because they are super nitpicky about horses' anatomy being 1,000% correct. And if you're just a little wrong, they'll hate you forever.
I actually feel that on a horrible level because I went to Girl Scout camp for horses and I used to draw them, and people fucking nitpick at everything.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Anyway.
Yep. I feel ya.
Well,
I could not watch Spirit, Stallion of the Cimarron at home or at my grandparents' house because my whole family is filled with horse people, and they'd be like, horses can't do that. A horse wouldn't look like that.
God.
It's an animated film. And a really well animated movie.
Yeah.
By people who studied horses.
Like, at least I have the excuse of half the horses I draw were like cartoony, magical flying unicorns and shit, so.
Fair.
I don't care. I'm just trying. I can't make that excuse for another set of characters who are also magical talking horses, because they're more actual horse-like for the most part. But at least my tortured equestria races, they're fine.
Otter thing. Excuse me.
Otter thing, seriously, my grandma said that to me, and like when I was like 8, and I just like deadpan turned to her, I'm like, are you serious right now? No, that was like legit. She literally, I remember this specifically, she literally told me, you know, I've counted 23 things that horses in this movie can do that they can't do in real life. I was just like, oh my god.
Well, it's a good thing it's not real life, Grandma.
Yeah.
It's almost like it's animated.
Movie.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I get so mad.
Grandma, his whole body is an eyebrow.
Granted, okay. To give my grandma some credit, although I think this might just be bashing her more. I don't know. But anyway. She has not got an artistic eye at all. When I was young and I would draw warrior cats fighting and stuff, all the like red or blood or anything like that I would draw on them, she'd be like, "Oh, look at the pretty flowers." Like she legit thought I was drawing like roses or something.
That is some other form of denial.
That just does disembowelment with flowers.
Yeah.
Fun fact though, I do love it when people interpret blood in drawing like as actual flowers. That's always pretty.
Yes, it is. But that was not my intention.
Okay, I have a family of artists, essentially. My grandpa has done big paintings and stuff, but when I was younger, I used to love to draw stick figures, and I got my ass beaten because I was drawing stick figures. She was like, you have to draw people.
Oh, your family was like more elite, kind of like master artists?
Yeah,
like
we had
the other side
paintings all over the place made of oil paintings and stuff, and they just lose their shit when I start drawing like stuff like cartoons.
Like, oh, that isn't real art, honey.
That is it. That's exactly how they are.
Yep. Yeah, no, I was in high school. I always had to fight against the. I saw it as a big epic fight. I don't think anybody else did. I just made it way more dramatic than it needed to be. But like, I was really obsessed with like getting an award in the art show. But I wanted to do it my own way. And art shows when you're in high school, I don't know how it was for you guys, but they're very limited to things that are either A, modern art, or B, photographs of flowers.
Yeah, basically.
So I fought, but I also like didn't. I put a lot of time into my art in high school to try and make something that's like, it's a cartoon, but you guys cannot deny me this award because obviously I put a lot more time in it than someone who just took a picture of a fucking flower, and I did it.
Proud.
I'm so proud. But yeah.
Malin Cat just put forth a would you rather, and honestly, both sides sound absolutely horrifying.
I mean, isn't that the point of would you rathers?
Would you rather make 30 drawings in a single day every month, or make one drawing every day for every month? And both are non-stop, so no hiatuses. And it's like, one is obvious, but also...
So wait, what were the two options?
Make 30 drawings in a single day every month. So, for one day a month you draw and you make 30 drawings, or one drawing every day, every month. Basically, you can never not draw a picture a day.
I have a question about it, though. are you limited to no longer allowed to draw on your own after you do the 30 drawings a day?
I'm assuming that is what it is intending to be, yeah.
Every day.
Yeah, I've done a drawing every day before, for quite a while, so I could do that again.
Well, you didn't go forever, so you didn't do the one in the option.
I mean, I almost do that now anyway.
Okay, fair enough.
But also on days that I animate, the 30 drawings in a day is nothing.
Oh no, she's corrected. She says you can draw whenever you want. It's just that one day a month you have to do 30.
Oh, then I go with the 30 a day.
Let's make a little 1-second scene.
I don't know.
For animators, yeah, that's normal.
Yeah, both are my life, so I declined from answering.
You know what is horrendous? Do you know what is horrendous to animate?
Everything.
Well, yeah, but any sea wing.
Oh, any Wings of Fire character. I really want to figure out, I want to get some nice, simple designs made up so that I can figure out how to convince people to do a map with me. But I actually want to, test animating them and see, how awful it is first before I would commit other people to that.
I mean, I would be willing to join.
It down.
But I have to say, I tried to animate Turtle.
Oh, yeah?
Well, I used my reference drawing for Turtle was the cover.
Yep.
So I was trying to get all of the stripes correctly put down.
Oh, honey.
My god. Oh.
I'm so sorry.
I'm sitting here wondering why did I do that to myself.
Yeah.
I do my best trying to go with the artwork that they have in the beginning of the books for my designs, but even then I probably didn't put as many little brown scales on Autumn as I could have.
Oh no, yeah, I use them as a basic, this is the idea. But beyond that, I just kind of do whatever I want. Because there's no way I'm gonna take the time out of my day to draw all those little scales. Screw that.
No, I take some liberties. I really like the level of detail on the design, so I try. But at the same time, it's Sandwings are a nightmare. I'm just gonna change it to be what I want.
Yeah.
I cannot get their little frill. I do not know how the Sandwing frill works, and it is infuriating.
Oh, I really like the Sandwing frill.
What's your favorite tribe?
That's hard. I really like Nightwings.
I like Nightwings a lot too, but also they're Nightwings.
I know, right?
I think everyone expected me to pick a Nightwing for my Sona because goth, but I'm no, that's easy.
I know, it's almost feeling like picking Nightwings is cheating. It's oh, that's
no,
so obvious.
Let's take a Leafwing and see if we can goth that up just a little bit.
Yeah.
We'll give her some wicked eyeliner and make it red. I don't know. People are wanting to know how did they get into these calls, and I've put it in there a couple times, but I think maybe it's getting lost in the chat, so do you want to explain how that works?
Yeah, if you are one of my patrons, you're super cool, and if you're super cool, you get to be part of this stream.
It's fun. 1010 would recommend. Please support Tennille. Get a free place to shamelessly advertise yourself.
Yeah.
Even if it's not free.
And I think some people also don't know what Patreon is. Do you maybe want to...
Oh, okay. Patreon is a website where you can support creators so that they can continue making their stuff, because life is hard and YouTube doesn't pay as much as it used to. So with the help of others, it helps content creators create more content. And a lot of times, creators who use Patreon will offer rewards. My rewards include, so long as you donate any amount, you can be a part of the Discord and you can be a part of these monthly streams. And during these monthly streams, I draw your guys' characters, or whatever else you want to see. And so, like, the basic minimum pay is $1. But if you donate more than that, you get to be a part of polls that decide what I'm going to draw for drawing the blank. You get to be a part of polls that decide what we do next on Sean's Let's Play channel. You get to see works in progress, or you get to see videos early, like Simi Speaks and Animation Pilgrimage. You get to be in the credits of all my videos. Yeah, there's lots of stuff.
Yeah, great. And then also, back to a previous topic of discussion, Creative Haven Spirit wants to know what your least favorite Wings of Fire tribe is. Like, if you had to decide, which one would you absolutely not want to live in?
I mean, I really like Ice Wings, but I definitely wouldn't want to live there. But also, I kind of want to say Mudwings.
I wish we knew more about them.
I do too, but I feel like with as much as we know about Mudwings, I think they're my least favorite tribe so far.
I'd have to say it'd be Sandwings for me. I live here in Florida, and I have an understanding of the heat. And oh my god, I'd rather die.
I think I'm gonna go with Ice Wings, because just that extremely abusive culture.
Yeah.
Like, all the tribes have a little bit of that, but I think Ice Wings have it the worst.
They are pretty bad.
It's like, they're all cool, but would I want to be one? No.
Absolutely not.
I probably wouldn't want to be a Mudwing either, because having to be around your siblings all the time.
Yeah, that was my thinking.
It's like, so far in what we've seen, the siblings really are bonded well together and get along well and are a unit, but there have to be some Mudwings that just hate their siblings.
Hate their big wings so much.
Like, I feel like there's a lot that could be explored there with possible, like, not good sibling relationships, and I really hope that we get, well, we'll talk about that more in Lost Continent, but I really hope we get a Mudwing again in this arc.
Yeah.
On another note, I have uploaded 2 of my Pokemon OCs to Artbyte.
Nice.
The Espeon and Bubble the Glaceon, so anyone who doesn't want to draw hippogriffs, you got a Glaceon and an Espeon too. And I'm uploading 1 human character, the Ice-type gym leader that I was talking about earlier.
One day, I will learn how to draw humans, and I will draw my human OC. One day.
Alright, someone else asked, cell shading or smudgy shading, if you only had to use one?
If I only had to use one, cell shading. Not that I think it's better or anything, it's just I would prefer doing that.
Like, literally, I couldn't hear your answer at all. It just cut out right there.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. One's better. And I'm like, which one is it?
I said cell shading. I don't think one is better than the other. That's just personally what I would do.
Personally, I prefer smudge shading because of the way I've made it work. And a lot of people have complimented my shading, and I like the way it looks too. So that would be my preference, just because I've gotten a lot of positive feedback and positive feelings towards it.
I feel that, because smudge shading feels a lot more natural to me.
Yeah.
I use smudge mostly, but I feel like after I learn more about color theory, I might feel more comfortable doing cell. Because right now, the main reason I do smudge is because whenever I try to do like that hard line cell shading, it doesn't, like, it makes me uncomfortable and I feel like I'm doing something wrong.
It's
so
a very...
If I learn more, maybe I'll do that.
Cell shading's like a very bold statement. You're saying, like, this is the shadow here. And if you're not quite comfortable with lighting and shading in general, it's gonna... Like, I can see how that's kind of like, question mark?
I have done cell shading before, like the human character I'm about to upload, her reference has cell shading on it, just because I wouldn't want to use smudge shading for a reference.
Yeah, no, definitely do not do that for a reference. In fact, for most references, most artists would agree don't shade at all, or if you are, keep it to specific parts.
Yeah. Actually, I think I might just remove the shading, because I still have the layered reference. I'm just gonna do that real quick.
Oh wow, I scrolled down and you're getting close to 60k, Tennille.
Oh, am I?
Yeah, you're at 59k.
Oh yeah!
Wow!
Nice, nice.
That's crazy.
Dear me. You're all over the place.
Any plans on celebrating once you hit it?
Oh my gosh.
Because you've already passed 50, which is like one of the major thresholds.
Oh, 50 like passed by and I was like, wait, what?
Oh, that just happened.
Yeah.
Like, I think when I found your channel, you were at 33, and then within like a few months, you were up to 50.
Oh, when I found your channel, you were at like 4K, and then like a week later, you were at 9K, and I'm like, how did you do that?
Yeah, my channel grows. You know what? I think I'm actually getting close to like 6,000 on Twitter too.
Yeah, I wonder if I wish my channel was really cool.
Okay, fair.
I wonder if I should do some kind of like raffle or something. People like raffles, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love raffles.
I'd probably pick a bunch of winners. Like, like 6. Because it's 60k.
Yeah. God, I can't wait for you to open commissions again. I'm gonna flood you with stuff. Because I just got like this idea in my head of like, what if poster of StarClan Battles characters? And I'm like,
oh,
flood that commission box.
Oh my god, I want to do it.
Like, if that was a thing on Redbubble, I would buy the thing. I'm still like, kind of wanting to get the new Prophecy print from Redbubble, but I don't really have any more wall space to put posters.
I know that feel.
We have like a poster area in our room, and it's pretty full.
Tennille, did you go to college?
Yes, I did.
I have a curious question for you.
Curious away.
I'm going to be going to college soon, and I was curious as to what is one item that you forgot that you found to be really important and, you know, you needed?
Ooh. Calculator. Honestly, for my gen ed classes, I think I forgot my calculator at home. And obviously that turned out to be something very important.
Okay.
I don't know if that's the kind of answer you're looking for, but...
No, like, I was just curious because, once again, I'm from, like, Florida, and I'm moving up to where it snows a lot of the time, and so I'm, like, I feel very unprepared for everything because I've never experienced snow, ever.
Ooh.
Still bring sunscreen.
I barely experience snow, but when I do, it's beautiful.
I'm moving to the mountains.
Ooh. That should
Very
be
much
fun.
bring sunscreen. People forget it because it's cold, but you can burn just as easily in sunny like ice weather as you can in sunny hot weather.
Yeah, actually.
So do not forget to put on sunscreen, especially if you're at a higher altitude.
That's really weird. Alright, I will.
Alright.
Yeah, because it's not a heat thing, it's a light thing. So even if it's cold out, you're still exposed to sunlight, and when you're higher up, you burn faster.
I burn like a piece of toast out here.
So toasty.
Yeah.
Alright. So are people done talking? I've been trying to talk for a little bit, but I didn't want to talk over anyone.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Okay, so you mentioned Redbubble, and speaking of Redbubble, I meant to let you know that I'm ready to buy Bubble from Redbubble, I think. Actually, maybe
cool.
not tonight, because my friend is coming over, but,
I can put it up.
I don't know,
I can put it up and make it private, and then whenever you want it, I can just make it public for you.
Alright, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll probably just, like, at you in the Discord and tell you when I'm ready.
Yeah.
Alright. That'd be nice, because I need to get a throw pillow of my girl.
Oh, that'd be sweet.
I want to start collecting throw pillows.
That's a good thing to collect, because, like, pillows are always handy.
Yeah.
My bed is covered in so many pillows, and I keep seeing, like, the mermaid pillows, where you put the scales different directions and they're different colours. I have a mighty need, but also I have no bed space to put them, so I can't get them. I don't have room on my chair, I have cushions on the chair already, I have no space at all, so it's the only thing keeping it at bay. Terrible.
It sounds like a good problem to have, though.
Thing is, though, they're all decorative. Take them off whenever it comes to bed. So there's no point to them. They're just like, yeah, they look good. Cool.
Well, I mean, if they're not ones that you care about that much, then you can always just, like, put them away in storage or something and get ones that you're like, yeah, this is my aesthetic. Fandom trash. Because that's what I do for most things.
Oh, that's a mood. Like, I really want to get. I'm so many times I'm so tempted to get a plushie made of my boy Orion.
Oh,
but like,
that'd be so cute.
Expensive. I want one so bad, so bad. It's just I need to make a reference, and also it would be expensive. So I'm like, my dad would murder me if I spent over £200 on a toy. So.
Yeah, I've wanted to get plushes of my OCs in the past, and I'm just like, oh, I don't have the money, but
so much.
God, that sounds so cool.
I would love to have a plushie of my channel mascot. I think that would be super neat because she's so pretty and also she's my channel mascot, but so much money. Where's the money? I know I don't have it.
The thing is, if I got an Orion, he'd have to have his coat, and if I had an Orion, I'd have to get a study case, and if I had a study case, I'd have to get a Lucid Bell, and it would just spiral. I have the entire cast of my story I've not written.
You just have like a whole Build-A-Bear workshop worth of clothes for your one plush, and you're like, yes, this is fine.
Lucid has a dress and a suit and a tank top and 500 other clothing items. It's fine. Lucid is the true Build-A-Bear. Everybody else is pretty static. It'd just be a disaster. But it would be so good because it could be like, let me introduce you to my actual son. He has physical form. I can hug him and apologize in person. But I am constantly tempted. It's just the fact that I'd need to make a reference, less for him probably, and more just for his coat. But God, I can't draw horses with clothes on. That's so hard. So just suffer instead.
Yeah, clothes in general is hard. Clothes on animals.
It's just
Let me just lie down.
Because God, it's annoying because the two main characters I want to draw all the time, which is Orion and Study, both wear clothing more than anybody else. Study is never seen without being in a suit. He constantly wears a suit, and I've now had to draw that. Orion is always wearing like a shirt, and always has his big like World War II-esque greatcoat on. I don't know how to draw that either, let alone on a horse. So I just suffer. They're always naked whenever I draw them.
So you just like start to draw like something on top as like a layer, and then you're just like, never mind, click.
Yep. It's just like, no, I'm too lazy. It's a miracle if Orion has wings and Study Case has a horn. I'm that lazy. It's like the main traits of what they actually are in life, but I just forget how to draw them. It's fine.
It's alright.
Wings suck though. Horns aren't too bad. I feel like I've gotten better at them and remembering them, but wings, nah, I don't like wings.
Thanks to Wings of Fire, I am finally like forcing myself to learn how to draw wings, and I'm like, you know what, this isn't too bad.
I want to learn how to draw them. It's just difficult.
I had to figure out how to draw wings when I decided to make hippogriff characters, so I just like looked at like pictures of actual. So I looked at a picture of pigeon wings in action for the pigeon one and swan wings for the swan one, and I think I nailed it pretty well.
Yeah, I think you did good. I always find it interesting though, like after I finally learn how to do something, I then look at a bunch of other artists, or like while I'm trying to learn the thing, I look at a bunch of different artists to go like, oh, how do they do this? And with wings, it's so interesting because I find so many people cheat how to draw wings. Like you look at their art and you're like, oh wow, yeah, that looks great. And then you really look at the wings and you're like, oh, you cheeky bastard! You didn't hardly draw these at all. They're just like little bloops. Like, that's so clever. I love when people do that. And like you don't notice it. Some people are just magic like that.
Yeah. Because there's such a world of difference as well between feathered wings and like bat style wings.
Yeah.
That's a whole different ball game. It's great.
Yeah.
And I need to know how to draw both because I have a series of original fantasy horses, TM, and I have regular ass Pegasuses with like feathered wings, but then I have strange bat Pegasus things with bat wings, so I need to know how to draw both. And if I want to know how to draw dragons,
is good.
That, and I need to figure out how I want to make my bat horses or Vestel looking, because they're gonna look unique. That's my plan. So.
Hello? Can people hear me in the stream?
Hello.
Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
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 Oh, hi.
We're here and you are live on the stream.
Oh, hi. Hello, people on the interwebs. I just came back from a summer camp.
Oh, welcome.
Oh,
Welcome back from summer
good
camp.
timing.
6,000 feet above sea level.
Ooh, cool.
Is that really high up or like low down? I don't know what sea level is.
I'm at 0, so
Okay, so it's high up.
Usually people live at around 100 feet, 200 feet above sea level. It gives you a basis.
Oh, wow.
It's mainly just like... And also, I remember, I joined the stream recently. I was trying to get into the, But yeah, it is definitely hotter up there. You need to have sunscreen.
It's 6,000. How are you breathing up there?
oxygen becomes too low at around, if I remember correctly, 15,000. Like that's when anyway, I think it's about the altitude where airplanes fly. I'm not sure.
That was my lungs.
I'm actually really excited to experience snow.
Yeah, if you've never experienced it before, that'll be fun.
Snow's so pretty. I love it so much. But wherever I live in the UK, it's not often.
Well, my dad's from Ohio. So every time I hear about snow, it's how awful it is.
It's pretty.
It snowed around December last year. I went to Lake Tahoe for about a week.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure I said on the Discord server, but I live in California.
Mm-hmm.
Nice, and unless you don't live in the Bay Area, then it's not. That's about how much I can describe California. You live in New York, right? Or East Coast?
Me? Sorry, you're cutting out. I can't hear you. Couldn't hear your question.
He asked if he lived on the East Coast.
No, I live in the Midwest.
I think it's because you have Eastern Standard Time still.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not quite far enough over towards Chicago to get Central Time.
Oh, nice, level 25.
Nice!
The thing is, I literally just got back, like, literally, Grandpa, the reason why I was there is because my grandpa actually does the cooking there. And we had to rent, a $20 U-Haul van to fit in all the food.
Sounds about right, though, if you're feeding a lot of people.
About 100 people for about 5 days, 3 meals a day.
Yeah.
We literally just drove in, like, just got here, like, 20, 30 minutes ago.
Again, good timing.
I was actually using my phone, one of my grandfather's phone, but, on the car drive back, because there's no cell reception in the mountains, and I realized you were on, but I was trying to connect and it wasn't working, then I got sad.
Oh. Well, I'm glad you made it then.
I'm just going back to servers that I'm on and saying I'm back from the dead. Because I've been dead for the past 5 days. I remember I was posting stuff here while I was at Disneyland/VidCon because I'd had my father's phone, but 6,000 feet above sea level into the mountains, there's no cell reception.
Go figure, right?
They have like a landline in case like emergencies, have to call paramedics, but that's about it.
True nature.
I have spent very little of my life traveling, so I've actually never experienced a mountain before. Never seen one, never been on one.
They are extremely pretty.
I think I've seen a really big hill in Scotland, but I feel like I've never seen a mountain in real life. But I'd like to. I think they look cool.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I'm just like, what? People live where there aren't mountains?
Here in Florida, we don't even have hills. What we call a river is what you guys would consider a stream. So this is quite the change.
I mean, I always get confused when I think that there's people who have lived far, like, damn far away from a beach, or possibly never seen a beach. To me, that's such a foreign concept. I've always been decently near the coast, so I'm like, what do you mean you've not seen a beach?
Yeah, I could drive out probably 15 minutes away from my house and I'd end up in the water. So, like, understanding that people don't know what it's like to have sand absolutely everywhere is beyond me.
I've only been to the ocean twice.
even though I live in California, I actually haven't seen the ocean.
Huh.
Oh, we gotta fix that. I mean, I'm in Northern California. Our beaches aren't really anything to write home about, but Southern California has some very nice ones.
Well, okay, I guess, do you count the beaches of, like, Lake Michigan? Do the Great Lakes count? Because I wouldn't assume that a beach on just, like, any old lake would count, because that's really lame.
I mean, it's one of the Great Lakes. If you can't see land on the opposite horizon, then I think it counts.
Okay, then yes. I've had more beach experience then. Just a little bit more, because I've only been to the Great Lakes a couple of times as well.
Was there sand absolutely everywhere, and no matter what you did, you still had sand on you, even like 3
Oh
weeks
yeah,
later?
most definitely.
If you ever go to a beach ever, there's going to be sand everywhere, and it's ridiculous.
There's nothing.
I have that
I
at
don't know
the
last time I
riverbanks.
went to the beach. I saved myself from getting too much sand somehow.
Yeah, I've only been to like these like public beaches, like a small lake. That's all I've really been to. Think about
I guess it's because I had the mission to not get a lot of sand, so I did what I could to not get a lot of sand.
Think about it. I think my grandfather may have taken me to the coast once, but we didn't swim at all. All I did was go waist deep because it was about 30 degrees in the water.
You don't swim in the Northern Pacific.
Yeah.
You just don't. It's not gonna end well.
I can't say I've ever gone swimming in the UK. It's just too cold over in the UK. Like, I wouldn't go swimming in our oceans.
If you come to Florida and you decide that you want to go into the ocean, do yourself a favor and try to get to a place that's near the Gulf Coast rather than the Pacific, because it's really nice over in the Gulf Coast area, just not the Pacific.
I went to the Gulf Coast.
Southern California doesn't have much better beaches than mid or northern California.
Yeah, like when people say the word beach and you think of like, oh, you know, umbrellas and towels spread out and people sunbathing and like running around in the water having fun and lifeguards, that's Southern California. Northern California is very gray, windy, very cold all the time. You need a jacket.
I mean, that's closer to like
beaches.
It's closer to thinking of something like Seattle, right?
Yeah, and it's like, I think around about once you get below San Jose, that's where the beaches start getting nicer because that's where you have sand beaches.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much north of that, it's Pebble Beach, and yeah, it's not really what people think of when they think California beaches. And I still like it because there's like some fun canyon formations to climb, but like Bodega Bay doesn't really have beach that much at all, almost. It's like
That
pretty much
reminds
cliff
me,
face.
while we were at this summer camp, we played a game at night. So it's like Metal Gear Solid. You're trying to get from one side of the camp to the other, which is actually quite large. It takes you about up from one end to the other. This like red playing card, exchange it for a blue, and then come back. But there are counselors watching everywhere. And then like there's two paths each way. There was a path where you would walk, and then a dirt path for cars to go through. The rocks. It was fun.
Yeah, I've played games like that at camps before.
Yeah, that's what you do on Northern California beaches, pretty much.
It's like that, the picture frame pictures for all the beaches here in Florida, 24/7. The only time it is not covered with people and, you know, all kinds of stuff. Have you guys ever heard of red tide?
No.
Nope.
Vaguely.
I've heard of that actually.
It is
Like
the
some sort
most
of
awful
algae?
thing on the face of the planet. What happens is in the ocean, plenty of things die, and everything, a lot of carbon dioxide goes into the water,
Mm-hmm.
and then a bunch of other fish die. And it's like this horrible cycle of things dying, and everything smells like death. And it'll happen along the entire shoreline, and it lasts for probably a month or so. So all those people that live out near the beaches and stuff just reek of death for like the whole month.
That sucks.
That's the downside to the beaches.
Actually, I just remembered, I bought a confetti popper from the camp store. I'm gonna pop it as soon as my father walks in.
Turn off your mic when you do that. I don't want to scare people on chat.
It's actually not that, like, I would say it says, remember on the side it said, like, expect recoil, but in reality I didn't feel anything. But yeah, I will mute the chat.
Thank you.
Everyone in chat is talking about avocados.
Millennials.
I know I'm a horrible millennial, but I've never eaten an avocado before.
What?
Okay, I make you something with avocado on it.
Have you ever had
I don't
sushi?
like avocados, to be honest.
I don't really like avocado, but I like guacamole.
Have you ever had sushi, Tennille?
Once.
Sushi is great.
But did you like it?
Sushi.
No, I didn't. But I also had I also had really bad sushi. I'd like to try it again when I know that it's like better quality, because I had it at like a really chintzy Chinese restaurant.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay,
you want a
maybe
place that's like
Makunis back on.
specifically for sushi. If you get
Sean loves sushi.
If you get sushi, you'll want it from a place that's specifically for sushi. Like, the first time I ever really had good sushi with actual raw fish was last November. And we went to an actual sushi restaurant, and it was amazing. I loved it. And now I just want more.
Like, I cannot eat
Lie,
cooked tuna
I
anymore.
want more.
Sushi's really good, but you have to have it on, like, you have to have it from good restaurants. I mean, I've had my Pacific sushi I like is California rolls, and because I'm a dweeb, and but they're Kentucky and California rolls happen to like be the ones that people either get right or it's just soggy.
I think
Just soggy
crab
rolls.
are a good one for beginners. But I just love raw tuna. Tastes so much better than cooked tuna. Like, I can't even eat cooked tuna anymore. Just eat cooked tuna. I'm like, where's the flavor?
Anything like sushi.
Like, I feel like fish is one of those things that is actually just better raw in general.
Yeah, I like crab raw.
At my summer camp, there's at the lake they actually planted some fish, and there's some people that actually caught crawdads.
Oh yeah, that's something that happens around here a lot.
They actually were able to cook them and eat them.
Yeah.
I did not. I wish to live.
I wish to live.
He was like, you don't know what bacteria and stuff's in that lake water.
Well,
Dude, yet
actually,
again,
but,
I'm
like,
from the
if a
Midwest. People have zero standards here.
Okay, but if a restaurant is serving something and it like hasn't been shut down yet, in theory it's okay.
Yeah, it's probably safe. Probably.
Check around for
I
that
was gonna say,
FDA.
In
waiver,
theory. But like,
I'm gonna give the stream to 100th like.
Woo!
No, all
There
thanks
it
to
is.
me.
Good job.
But
You've done
you
well.
have to say,
Refresh the page.
when you cook things, you kill a lot of whatever's in it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
depending on how much heat you use.
Yeah, I think the main issue that we have nowadays is like E. coli, because you can't cook E. coli out of most things.
Yeah.
Like, you can't wash it off either. Like, when they say that there's been an outbreak in lettuce or something, it's inside the lettuce. You can't wash it off. So that's a bummer. Had that recently.
Off topic, but have you guys heard of extra credits / extra history?
Yeah.
What's that?
Sean actually got to talk to is it Dan Floyd, the guy who actually used to narrate extra credits.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sean got to talk to him. He did. He moved on to other things.
left. But I will say I do enjoy the new guy though.
Yeah, he's doing a good job.
And I like how everybody else in the stream is quieted down because I have no idea what we're talking about.
Extra Credits, Extra History is a channel that talks... Extra Credits talks about video games and video game mechanics and kind of like breaks them down and talks about like different things in video game news. And is very kind of an educational, thought-provoking kind of channel. And then Extra History talks about like just history, and they'll cover different topics and try to discuss like a lot of different trivia, and they try to talk about it in a very
wait a moment.
Oh.
Has he got the popper?
Maybe. But Extra History talks about history, and just discusses it in a very nice way that your history books don't.
I like Extra Credits videos. They're really interesting. I remember binging on tons of them.
Yeah, they're really good stuff.
I like Mark Brown. He does Game Maker's Toolkit. I really enjoy that series as well. They're so good.
Mark Brown's great.
Having watched all the videos like that means when I am playing games, I notice these little things now, and I'm like, oh, that's really clever design. Oh, that's neat. It's constantly.
I'm gonna say, I'm gonna have to leave. I'm gonna have to go from my grandfather's house to my actual house. I will be back in about 10 minutes.
Okay.
Alright.
Okay. See you then, bud.
Farewell.
Bye.
Yeah, Mark Brown's great.
It's just, no, I just like being able to notice all these bits and pieces of game design and how they slot together. Even in games that we talked about, I'm like, oh, that's really clever, and just bits and pieces. It's interesting and it's fun, even though in some ways I feel like I'm like pulling back the curtain.
Yeah, I can see that.
I shouldn't know this. I should just be a dumb gamer person. But no, I'm like, oh, and that's why this happens, and that's really clever. And if I try to explain it to like other people, like my poor grandma gets so much of it. She doesn't understand how a video game works. At all. So I'm just like, oh, and the game did this, and intelligent design, this, and
she's like, that's nice, honey.
Yeah, that's her reaction to everything. Because I don't shut up. It's just like, here's 500 years worth of information about my OC I care about.
Oh, we got more questions.
Oh, lay them on me.
So we have, what episodes of Animation Pilgrimage are going to be coming out in the future after Magic Boy? And what has been your favorite episode of Animation Pilgrimage so far?
Oh, wow.
So, I mean, like, not every single one that's going to be coming out, but just a couple that are coming up.
Right.
I would imagine.
Actually, if you're curious about what we're watching, you can go to our list, and it specifically shows everything that we've watched and will be watching. I'm grabbing the link really quick so they can throw that in chat. Boop. I think one of my favorite episodes we've done is our episode on the Three Caballeros. That one was a ton of fun. I love putting together any Disney episode because obviously I know a lot of Disney history. So I love talking about that.
Have you been watching the new Three Caballeros show?
I've been seeing clips of it on Twitter, but I haven't watched the full thing yet. I want to. It looks awesome.
I watched the first episode today, and I'm like, mixed on it. It seems like it will be fun.
Okay. I'm just glad to see Jose and Joe back. Because I think they deserve better.
Another animal-related question. Do you have a pet right now?
Yes, I have a cat named Peridot. She is a terror.
And someone asked if you would ever make, well, they phrased it, please make a map, but I'm going to phrase it differently. Would you make a map about Crowfeather and Leafpool? And I'm pretty sure you're not really doing too many maps at the moment, is that correct?
That's correct. I do have a map I really, really want to do that is Crowfeather. It is a Crowfeather map. So your wish might be granted, but I just have no idea when I'm gonna get around to it.
I would love to join it if you do.
Yes, I will definitely talk about it with patrons when I get around to starting it.
I really feel that my art and animation has been getting a lot better, so I think I might actually be able to, like, have the skill level to get into better maps now.
Awesome.
And I'm very pleased about that.
I really want to be part of a map or a PMV or something, but like I don't have any confidence in my editing skills.
Editing takes
art
time
I could probably
and practice.
do, but like art I'm probably okay at. Editing the video, not so much.
Like, I'd love to make PMVs for all sorts of things, but I just don't know how to do the actual video bit of it, which is kind of the important part.
Right.
I feel like I can draw pictures mildly decently, it's just I don't know how to put it all together or anything, so kind of kills it off the ground.
My biggest worry when I do maps is cutting the music correctly, because they always leave it to me to do it, and I'm like,
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, most map posts assume that you have a program so that you can cut the music.
Yeah, I use Audacity. It's very good and free.
Oh, you use Audacity to cut the music?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. I use Premiere because I use Premiere for a ton of stuff.
Doesn't that cost money?
Yes.
Yeah, it's no.
I mean, I also have Audacity, but I just didn't know. I only use it to record stuff, so I didn't know you could cut audio.
Yeah. I use Audacity as well.
I like using Premiere because then I can see the video and I can see exactly when the number changes on each part. So like I know I'm cutting the part exactly.
That would be very nice, but like I said, money.
Yeah, so on Audacity, do you just like listen for?
Yeah, you kind of memorize where the part starts and you just listen for it.
Wow.
Well, what I do is I pull up the YouTube video and I look for the exact frame from when it goes part 1 to part 2. And I try to get the exact spot where it does that, and I try to do that again with the ending of that clip. And it's
same.
Painful.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is that more hosts should cut their music and give parts out.
Yes.
We would appreciate it.
Okay. I'll keep that in mind. Next time I do a map myself, I will do that for you guys.
Let's see. Oh, another question. What is your favorite Warriors book? Kind of surprised we haven't had more Warriors questions today, honestly.
Yeah. Because I think a lot of people are at your channel because of Warriors.
I did come here for Warriors.
I think they've learned over time that if they ask like your favorite character and stuff, I tend to not read out those questions because you've answered them so many times.
Yeah, also I don't have a favorite character. I don't have a favorite anything, so I hate answering questions like that. But with Warrior's favorite book, I think Tall Star's Revenge is still my fave.
Nice. How do you draw muzzles?
Well, in my recent Drawing a Blank video, I kind of talked about that, so you should go check that out.
Yeah.
Do you prefer digital art over, like, regular art? Or, not regular, fuck.
Digital?
Digital over physical art?
I would say that now, yes, I do. But I definitely grew up doing mostly traditional art because I didn't have money for any kind of art program or tablet. So I used to just do traditional and obviously preferred it then. So I've lived both sides of that coin.
Still got more art questions. Do you have any tips for learning how to draw humans, specifically for someone who has trouble following video tutorials?
There's some great books you can get. There's a book I had to get for college called, I think it was just called Drawing Anatomy. Let me see here. I don't have my bookshelf next to me anymore like I used to, so... I don't know. But, if you want to get better at drawing humans, my biggest suggestion would be to go to websites like Quick Poses and do a lot of gesture drawings. So you don't have to make them like complete finished drawings, but just turn... Get on that website and you can turn on a timer so that it cycles through drawings of people. No, it will have some pictures of nudity, but I mean, if you're an artist, you should probably get used to that because it's just people naked. Don't worry, you'll be fine. But doing life drawings and doing gesture drawings is really going to help you get better. It's not necessarily the most fun thing in the world, but hey, if you want to get better, that's what most professionals would tell you to do.
More questions coming in. So someone asked book, which we already answered, and favorite arc of Warriors.
Oh!
That might be something that you do have more of a preference for, so I'm allowing it.
Oh, I actually don't, though. I like the first books of Warriors, and yet, like the first arc. And yet there's so many things about all other following arcs that I love more than it, that it makes it really hard to answer that question.
Alright. Moving on, do you watch anime?
Yeah. That's easy. Yes, I do.
And have you finished reading Dawn of the Clans?
Nope. Nope,
Just
I've
stop
got...
the Blazing Star, honestly. You're fine.
Yeah, I read the Blazing Star, and I'm like, everybody says that the next two books aren't great, so...
I don't think that Forest Divided or Path of Stars are all that good, so I can't really recommend them. They have like a couple good moments, and that's about it.
Rip.
I think that they're actually like pretty okay for the Warrior Cat series. It's just I feel like they lost quality pretty fast, but
I could not take Slash seriously.
No,
especially after One Eye. I'm like, One Eye was so intimidating, and then you have Slash coming in and being like a mustache twirling, I'm going to marry your girlfriend thing, and I'm like, what the fuck?
What? Scooby-Doo, is that you?
Yeah, that's an actual thing. He kidnaps Clear Sky's mate, and he's like, aha, I'm going to marry her. And Clear Sky's like, guys, we gotta get my mate back. And everyone's like, she's a thought, though, so... Not sure.
Really?
That is an actual summary of, like, the last book, basically.
Is this the same mate that Clear Sky stole from his son?
Yep.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
What?
Starflower just loves them and leaves them, man.
Clear Sight's such. Oh, do I say this? True? Yes, he's such a fuckboy.
I really didn't like the insta romance was already a problem in Dawn of the Clans, more so than other arcs, I think.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of love at first sight.
Like that specific villain trope just made me lose it.
I have to say though, the very last book, the ending for it, out of all the things I've read in Warrior Cats, that part crushed me.
Yeah, like the last chapter of Path of Stars, or like the last chapter or two, is really good, but you have to go through the rest of it to get there. Like, just read that last, like, couple chapters with, the way that Dawn of the Clans ends, and that's all you need out of Path of Stars.
Oof.
Because the ending is very good. More questions. What are your biggest artist pet peeves?
I need more details on that. Like, can you give me some examples on what pet peeves would be?
I'll keep an eye out for it in the chat and see if they elaborate.
Because if they mean like certain art tropes that I don't like, one that I can think of right off the top of my head is side mouth. I really don't like to see side mouth. Does that mean that people can't do it? Nope, you can. I really don't like that aesthetic.
That's one that I struggle with, honestly.
I mean, it's completely understandable. It's a nice, easy way to, especially in animation, to like animate mouths without having to animate the jaw. But like especially for animators, I think young animators in particular, if you're not like a studio trying to get a show out there, you know, that's fine, that's one thing. But if you're just a young artist trying to learn, I think handicapping yourself by using the side mouth technique is just that. You're handicapping yourself. You need to learn how to draw jaws.
Yeah. Alright, got more. Do you, I'm assuming, like powdered donuts?
I do.
She does like powdered donuts. You heard it here first. Or if there was any one character in Warriors you'd put more focus on, who would it be?
Crowfeather!
We knew that was coming.
Yeah. I'm such a Crowfeather stan.
Right, and if you could only do Wings of Fire, books, art and writing, or Warriors, what would you choose? And by picking one, you can't do anything for the other one. Do you want to live in that world?
Oh man, you tried, but why not both? But why not both?
I feel like this is low-key asking which do you prefer,
right.
Warriors or Wings of Fire?
I mean, I've grown up with Warriors. Warriors is more to me than just the book series at this point.
It's like a community and your friend group and all this other stuff.
Yeah,
now.
and like literal hundreds of OCs. So, whereas with Wings of Fire, like, that's still very new and fresh to me, but I love it, and, you know, in particular ways, I love it more than Warriors, but, like, that doesn't erase years and years of Warriors.
Yeah. Okay, we got more coming in, so I'm gonna try to keep it rolling, and let me know if I'm going through these too much.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
So they did elaborate, and they said with the pet peeves is things non-artists say to artists that bother you.
Oh, all your cliche ones, you know.
Can you draw me?
Yeah, can you draw me?
Why
you should draw for the love of art and not for money, because screw you, you don't need money to live. Gosh, there's so many of them.
My least favorite out of all of them would have to be when people go up and go, "Oh, that looks easy," Yeah, that looks easy.
Easy. It's just like slow motion. Easy. Like, oh god.
My least favorite is when my mom would like try to be encouraging, and she would like point to some art, like you know, Disney box covers and stuff, and be like, "Oh, you could do that," and I'm like, "That's not what I'm doing, though."
Oh yeah, I love it when relatives are like, "So when are you gonna go work for Disney?" And I'm like, "Oh, sweetie."
And it was just like for my personal stuff, but like she's trying to be encouraging, but
yeah.
All right.
I love it too, quote unquote, love it when people are like, "Wow, you're so talented. I could never draw like you," and I'm just like, "Oh, please stop."
Mm-hmm.
That's like it's not flattering when people diss themselves to compliment you or erase thousands of hours and years of work just by saying you're talented or you're gifted. Because it's not true. Like, I'm not talented. I'm not gifted. I've worked to get this far.
Yeah. All right. We have another. In Warriors, like, if you had to pick a real, like, actual canon cat to be, who would you be?
To be?
Yeah, like, if you wanted to be a warrior cat, which one would you pick?
I'm assuming I have to pick canon cats.
Who didn't die horribly.
Gosh.
Yet.
I am back from the dead again.
My instinct says Sandstorm, but also I would not put up with Firestar shit, so...
Yeah, I don't know. That one might be a thing. You might have to come back to that one.
Yeah.
You know,
what is your favorite part of digital art? Oh, there's a lot of feedback on the line.
Yeah. Someone has a lot of background noise. Can you mute your mic or go somewhere more quiet?
I'm trying.
Okay.
Right.
Sorry, what was that question?
Favorite part of digital art?
The tools available to me. Like, I know that's a very broad answer, but I like having tools that traditional art doesn't have.
Yeah, that's useful. Alright, and then moving on, did you watch Death Note? And I'm assuming they also want to know if you did, what you thought of it.
Oh god, see, no, I haven't. But I really want to, so please nobody talk about spoilers. It was just something that I never got around to when it was huge. Although I had a lot of friends who watched it, I just never did.
One of the anime I always think about enjoying, I've not watched many, I've watched 4, but one of the ones I always really, really liked is called Baccano. It's got an exclamation point in the title, so you know it's good, but it's set in like 1930s America, and it makes sense. It sounds really confusing trying to explain it, but there are 3 plots going on at once in slightly different times, but all in like early 1930s. But they somehow tell it so it all makes perfect sense, even though the cast is like an ensemble cast, there's loads of characters, but it's so good, and the music is great, and the characters are all really than the psychopathic murderer ones, but it's really, really good, and like I swear the people who've watched it is like 5 people and a shoelace. So
what? Really? But I've heard of it.
Like, that's the thing, like, I talk about it, but like half the time people are like, oh, I don't know what that is. Guys, please.
I think it's coming to Netflix soonish, so maybe I'll give it. I know you have to pay attention to it, and I think that loses a lot of people, because people don't want to like actually, a lot of the time, don't want to like watch a show, they just want it to be on. You gotta watch Baccano.
Yeah, because it does move pretty fast, and because if you like don't pay over much attention, you might forget which time period they're currently talking about. It's not like super confusing, but if you're not giving it your full attention, you're like, oh, why are they on the train now? It's around kind of way it's structured. So, but it's really good, and so many of the characters are so it's great. Firo is just a good boy, and it has some damn good girls in it too. Niece is my anime waifu. I'm sorry, she just is good.
Got another one. Do you
like
know
floating?
Roblox? Oh, sorry.
Sorry, you go.
So do you know Roblox? And if you do you know the Warrior role-playing game?
No.
Nope. Nope, not on that one. Alright, moving on.
I mean, I know the role play that's like in the back of the books. I know of it. I've seen it in the backs of my books.
I really want to play that game on one of these streams one time. I actually really like the little role-playing games on the Warrior books.
Are they any good?
It seems really cute.
I thought so, if you had a good DM.
Oh, okay. I have no idea what to make of them, because I haven't played them.
I tried to play them once, but like single player, and obviously that's not what it's meant for. And it's like, yeah, I feel like they're a little bit too vague for newcomers, but if you have people who have done this kind of like tabletop role-playing before and kind of knows what to do, then they'd be a lot of fun.
I'd like to try it. It'd be interesting.
Yeah.
As a first-time RPG, it's not detailed quite enough to, I think, really get people into it, which is probably why they quit doing them. But if you know what to do and you can translate that into it, then it seems like it'd be a good time.
So long as it's better than that New Prophecy game up on the Warriors website.
No, screw that. That thing is hard.
Yeah.
Fuck that. Would you... I feel like this one's an obvious answer. Would you rather Feathertail or Crowpaw have died?
Feathertail.
Feathertail didn't have a personality. She was only there to die. Sorry, not sorry.
Yeah,
anyway,
it's the truth.
It is the truth.
If you could pick someone to die instead of Feathertail, would you have, and who would it be?
I mean, Feathertail's whole shtick was I'm pretty and now I'm dead.
I'd actually kill off her brother.
Stormfur? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, chat's getting... There's too many... What would you change in Omen of the Stars to make it a little bit better? I guess kind of like your TNP one. I think you have a video on that, though.
Yeah, I have a whole 2-part video series on that one, so you can just watch those videos.
Oh, and that's already in the chat. Dang it. Okay. I'm a little bit behind.
Oh, Tennille, I left you something in the art part of Discord.
Ooh.
Hey.
Howdy.
Hey. Dang, I didn't expect you to respond to that.
Oh, look at it! It's cute! Ah! She's got a little hat! That's adorable! Thank you!
You're welcome. I saw it was your birthday or something.
Yeah, it will be on Monday.
Ah.
Okay, looks like we might be... Oh, got one more. Dovewing or Ivy Pool?
Oh, man! Guys! Why not both, though?
They had a really nice dynamic with one another.
Yeah,
I don't know if they'd kill one off, though.
I like both.
I don't think they work alone.
Yeah, like you need one for the other to really shine. Although
that popping sound.
Although arguably Dovewing has more going on for her alone than Ivy Pool does. Sip that tea.
Yep. Is someone like typing on their phone or? Okay, is there any character from Warriors that you would bring back?
Rippletail, because he died a stupid death and I didn't care about it. So he may as well be alive.
Yeah.
And for those of you who don't remember, he's the cat that pointlessly died at the end of The Fourth Apprentice in order to progress the plot.
Who is your least favorite A Vision of Shadows character?
That's actually really hard.
Yeah, I really like all of them.
We'll move on from that one.
Probably Tree, right now.
I haven't read the new book, so I don't know yet how I feel about Tree.
I really liked the concept of him, but in this last book, I'm really wary of where they're going with him.
I'd honestly kill off Leaf Star. I don't know.
True, I don't dislike her though. I'm totally down for that, but I don't dislike her.
Is someone watching TV in the back? Alright, moving on. If you could pick any cat to be leader, who do you think would have been better than Firestar?
Than Firestar? No one.
Firestar was a good leader, sorry.
Yeah, Firestar is a really good leader.
Out of all the warrior cats, I'd probably pick Hollyleaf. I don't know.
I mean, Hollyleaf would be a great leader, but like Firestar's a good leader. Who do I think would make an interesting leader? Hell yeah, Hollyleaf. I am totally in favor of warrior cats killing off some of these perfect leaders that we have and getting more interesting leaders in there, even if they wouldn't necessarily be good at it. Like, I want more 1-stars as opposed to more Brambleclaws, if that makes sense. Because at least with 1-star, you're promised some kind of conflict of interests.
And then, what would you think of a Mapleshade redemption arc, if it were possible at this point?
I mean, at this point, I don't think it's possible, but a redemption arc for her in general in Omen of the Stars would have been cool. I don't think she wants to be redeemed, though. And that's the thing, is the writers would somehow have to find a way where she wants to be redeemed, and I don't see that happening, believably.
Yeah, the only thing, she would ever bend to is probably her kids. I don't know.
But even, right. I totally agree with you, but even then, I don't think that would be enough.
You're cutting out.
I wouldn't believe it. It wouldn't, I don't see it happening, even though I totally agree with you that, that's the only thing that could do it.
Right. What alternative name would you have given Twig Branch, or would you keep it the same?
I know that, right around the beginning of Omen of the Stars, people were thinking Twigleg, and I thought Twigleg was a fine name. I would have preferred that.
I think Twigtail sounds alright.
Yeah, Twigtail's a good name.
It's nice, and it feels like it makes sense as a name you could give a warrior cat.
Yeah.
Twigpelt sounds also good. Not Twig Branch, though. Twig Branch is not good.
I mean, really, any name would have been better than Twig Branch.
It's the Moon. My favorite warrior cat.
Alright, I think we might just about not have any more questions left, but I'm sure we'll have more in a little bit. Twigleaf would have been a cute one, yeah.
Aw, that is cute.
Twig Body. People are just going to start suggesting names now. I would have gone with Twig Heart, honestly, but...
Yeah, Twig Heart would have been good. Sparkpelt, man! Sparkpelt should have gotten... Sparkfire.
Isn't there a jab about that in one of the more recent books?
Yeah, apparently the hunters did want to name her Sparkfire, and then some of the editors at HarperCollins or whatever were like, no, You can't do that. So I guess they wrote in a jab about, like...
Yeah, listen, Grey Stripe be like, I would have named her Sparkfire, but alright.
Yep.
I was gonna say, have you seen the new snippet about the broken code?
No, I haven't read it yet.
I read it. If I remember correctly, it's a winter is coming to a winter is left the clans in a tough spot, and a beloved leader
yes, I did actually read that.
And a beloved leader is going rogue or something. I don't know, something like that.
Yeah, should be interesting.
Please be.
And that just reminds me, I need to read more of the books now. Dang it.
Dang.
I'm right now. I'm like near the end of New Prophecy, but I've read Prophecies Begin and Dawn of the Clans. And I would say read Dawn of the Clans. It's good.
Yeah.
And I would also say I know you worked on the Centuries map, and I would say sums up Dawn of the Clans in a shell nut. Yeah. No, I'm being serious. Like,
yeah, it really does. It does a great job. Nifty Senpai's map. Crap, what is it? It's the one with the two brothers.
Two brothers, Grey Wing and Clear Sky.
Yeah, but what is her map called?
Was it Stay Gold?
Stay Gold.
Yeah, Gold, yeah.
No.
Was it Always Gold?
Always Gold.
Always Gold.
Yeah,
that
map's
really good at covering the story there. Nifty always does such a fantastic job with, like, storyboarding her maps.
Also, sorry if you see me randomly mute because my family is talking.
Yeah, that's fine.
Someone asked, what do you think of the other books the Aarons have written, if you've read them?
I haven't read them, so
hint,
no
hint,
comment.
Read Bravelands.
Yeah.
It's the best one.
Apparently, Bravelands are the ones I need to read, because they're really good.
And people also say that the second arc of Survivors is very good.
Yeah, but I'd still have to read the whole first arc of Survivors to get there.
Like, from the comments I got after my review of the Empty City, they're like, yeah, Empty City is trash. It's basically to Survivors what Fourth Apprentice is to Warriors. But after that, it gets good.
That's
and I'm
so
like,
disappointing.
I don't have the time to invest in reading all those books, though, so if the first one doesn't hook me, then I can't be expected to read the rest of them. I'm sorry.
I was just gonna say something. Dang it, I forgot.
I see one question someone just asked.
Questions.
I was gonna say, I remember at camp I actually met a person who had read Warriors. It was nice.
I see someone just asked me if I had to get rid of 2 medicine cats out of the 3 from ThunderClan, which would I choose? Leafpool and Jayfeather. Like, it's not even a question.
Leafpool has no reason to be here.
Yeah, Leafpool has definitely served as long as she's needed to, and Jayfeather, I feel, has, like, he's been great in A Vision of Shadows, he's been really good, but, like, I'm so ready for some of the older protagonists to die, and just let us flesh out some of these newer cast characters, because there's so many cats in ThunderClan that we know absolutely nothing about. And I feel that's because we need to, like, have a cameo of Brackenfur and Thornclaw going on a patrol or whatever.
Yeah, also, just, Leafpool's a great-grandmother now. Just let that sink in.
She's a great... Oh, gosh.
Yeah, she is. Because Fernsong is her grandson, and... Yeah, she's a great-grandmother.
I was gonna say, Winter's Wonder, if you're struggling on a commission, just keep going at it. You'll be great.
Oh, I have a question to Neil.
Yeah.
How do you feel about Goosefeather?
I like him. He's weird.
I love his power.
Silence.
Like, his power was actually really cool, and I kind of wish Jayfeather's was more like his.
You know, it makes for like at least like every generation of medicine cats to have at least one medicine cat to have that kind of power that either Jade Feather or Goose Feather had. That way it'd be better connection. I don't know, just a thought.
I want a cat not in ThunderClan to get a power. Spread out this power love. I want a cat other than ThunderClan to have a main POV, and ShadowClan has only kind of counted this time. Or, like, Vision of Shadows has only started to kind of do this.
What do you think of Ivy Pool's kits' names?
They're fine. I don't see what the fuss is about. They're cute.
And, who are your least favorite Sky Clan and Star Clan cats? That's so many to choose from.
Yellowfang's really bad. Like, really, 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 really bad. And Sky Clan... I don't know. Sky Clan's developing nicely. I don't really have a least favorite cat.
Which River Clan leader has been your favorite?
Crooked Star.
Yep.
Can I point out
any? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, can I point out on the fan base Warrior Cat page, if you pull up Ivy Pool, she looks super pregnant in that picture.
On the what page?
The Warrior Cat wiki.
Oh, the wiki?
Oh, the
gosh. Let me see.
I have a grudge match against the wiki now.
Oh no! Well, I think that's their pregnant queen sprite. If we went like all the way down to the bottom. Ish. Yeah.
Oh.
They've got other ones
wow.
of her.
But we just don't know if Leaf Pool's pregnant.
Not again.
I'm sorry. I used to be okay with the wiki. Now I hate it so much. Like, too many people have come at me with the whole, oh, why'd you draw the cat this way? The wiki says this. And I'm like, the wiki has every single description that this cat has ever had on it. Like, even just when you were scrolling through the Ivy Pool one, they had a black cat one for that one time in Omen of the Stars where she was mistakenly called a black cat.
Yeah.
And it was a typo. And it's still in there. So
yeah.
If you're going to the wiki for accurate information,
don't
fucking stop and read the book. And even then, the books don't have accurate information. Better yet, just stop hounding artists about how they draw characters, and period.
Oh, yeah.
I can anyway. Just, it doesn't matter.
Like, the next person who asks, like, comes up and is like, oh, why'd you draw them that way? That's not the way the wiki has it. I'm just gonna be like, $5, commissions, $5. I will draw it how you want. $5. God, I hate it so much. Okay, sorry. I got sidetracked there. What is your favorite warrior name?
Oh. Ooh. There's so many good ones, though. I'm definitely not a traditional naming person, so I love the names that are like, oh, Hawkfrost was a cool name.
I was gonna say one of my favorites.
Cool
if we're joking around, Tom. There's a cat from Dawn of the Clans called Tom. Best name of warriors.
Yeah. The piece of
garbage. He's a tomcat.
Yeah.
Tom the Tom.
Turtletail. Turtletail has a great name. I love it.
That's such a cute name. I like.
What was the name of the little apprentice that died horribly that they ended up making the quote about cats not being able to be in battle if they're underneath 5 moons?
Badgerfang?
Yeah, I like Badgerfang.
Yeah, that was a good name. Squirrelflight's a good name. Leafpool has a great name. Too bad I don't like her.
I know Ivy Pool's name was based on a real person, but that's still a kick-ass name.
Yeah, I always kind of wondered why they chose the name Ivy Pool.
Yeah, it was dedicated to a fan named Ivy Pool.
Oh. Huh.
With like an E at the end though, but whatever.
Yeah, Feathertail is a good name.
Tennille, do you think Hollyleaf deserved to be from Arctic Star?
Deserved to be what?
One of the Power of Three.
Oh. I mean, did she deserve it? Yeah. Was it interesting that she wasn't? Yes.
If you could write a book on a cat in WindClan, what would it be? I'm assuming not Crowfeather, because Crowfeather's trial's already coming.
Yeah, it's already coming out. Heathertail deserves a book, man.
A girl.
I'd like to see what's going on in her head, because it's been a while. Plus, we need more female perspectives in Warriors.
Who's your favorite? Oh, this is a controversial question. I don't know if we're gonna. Who's your favorite disability cat?
Oh, like who's been disabled?
Yeah, who is your favorite cat who has a disability? Not which disability is your favorite.
Probably Jay Feather. Just
to be honest, my favorite would be Briarlight,
Cinderpelt.
I would say my favorite would be Briarlight, only song that amazing.
Yeah, the Blixeny song's really good.
I like I have to say I really loved Longtail after he decided to get over himself in the first series.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, all the disabled cats in Warriors are actually written really well. And they're all wonderful.
Brightheart.
Yeah. It's hard to choose one because they're all really good.
Because you even have Crooked Star up in there.
Yeah, oh gosh.
There's too many.
I always love it when people say there's not enough characters with disabilities in Warriors, and I'm like,
There's
a lot more.
There could be more, yeah, but there's more than any other children's series ever right
I was
now.
gonna say, change my mind. It's Mothblight from she actually has her own super edition, and Erin confirmed she has ADD.
I was right, motherfucker, I called it, yes.
Yeah, I actually really relate to Mothblight because I have ADHD and that's what it's like all the time. And then my parents don't, well, my mom didn't really understand it when I was younger. And so I really relate to her.
I actually really enjoyed the super edition. Although I would say kind of took a few steps back, actually quite a lot of steps back on Clear Sky's character arc.
That poor Clear Sky. I always hear, everybody always says that Clear Sky's character takes a step back, and it's true, but I've only read the 4 books, so I'm always like, oof. I feel like everybody has their own interpretation of Clear Sky.
So do the writers, apparently.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. I thought that Mothlight's vision handled him better than the last couple books in the arc did. Mothlight's vision felt a little bit more realistic with him making reasonable-ish demands. I don't know. I didn't feel like he was going too far off the rails.
What does drive me nuts, though, is whenever he shows up in StarClan, and people revere him as the super wise, all-knowing cat, and kind of treat him godlike. And he acts so wise, as if he's been through everything, and we're just like, oh, buddy.
I was gonna say, for people that are stream that haven't read Dawn of the Clans, he's the reason why people hate everybody hates StarClan. SkyClan. If I could talk, that would be nice.
It's sad because people hated SkyClan before Dawn of the Clans came out, so you think they wouldn't make the biggest asshole of a character ever be the leader of SkyClan, but I guess they just wanted to roll with it.
I mean, they had to have a decent reason for why the clans get rid of them, I guess.
Yeah.
We have more questions. What are your expectations for the next set of Warriors books that are coming out, including like the novellas and all that?
I don't know. I try not to have too many expectations when it comes to Warriors books.
Right, and who's your favorite Dark Forest cat?
Oh, Maple Shade? Question mark? Maybe? Possibly? I don't know, I just drew a bunch of Maple Shades. So, maybe because I just drew her, I feel a bit more close to her right now.
And then, sorry, go ahead.
I have a question that has a lot of controversy around it. Do you really think that Ashfur should have went to StarClan or not?
Given everything that we know in the books, hell no. Given some of the headcanons people have around why he's maybe gone to StarClan, maybe.
Yeah, I feel like, personally, I don't think he should have, you know, and that he didn't deserve all the fans people had about him, but, you know.
Alright, before the chat blows up, please let me get to these questions, guys. Who are some of your favorite YouTubers?
Movies with Mikey, Lindsay Ellis, of course, like a lot of my friends, like, Moon Kitty, and Avalon, and Blixamy, and Selena, and Finchwing, like, there's so many. I watch a lot of YouTube.
Man, I'm so happy for Finchwing. She's doing so well.
I know!
Right, moving on. Do you think Warriors OCs who go to the Dark Forest for even a small amount of time are more interesting than OCs who don't? That's a really weird question.
Yeah, I don't have an answer for that.
Do you ever get bored of Warriors?
Oh, sure. I think fandom fatigue is something anybody can get, even if you're like super deep into the fandom.
What is your favorite Blixamy song?
Oh gosh.
Hard choices.
Yeah, I absolutely love Could Never Be, the Leafpool and Mothwing song. I sing it a lot at home alone. But I also really love the Frost, the other Mothwing song, and the Dark Forest one with Ivypool and Hawk Frost. Walk Without the Stars.
Oh, that one's so good. Alright, if a River Clan Super Edition were to come out, who would you want it to be from the perspective of?
River Clan. The next leader, probably. Whoever's gonna come after Misty Star.
Fingers crossed for Reed Whisker, I like him.
Yeah.
I would say, at Firestar fan number 1, to know who's with you at the moment, just people in the Patreon stream. It only costs $1 a month. I begged my parents money. I begged for my parents for $1, and they let me in. So.
Alright. If you could pick a cat in the books and change their pelt color, which cat and what color would you pick?
Okay, I'd swap. I actually have an answer for this. I'd swap the pelt of Violet Shine and Twig Branch, because I feel like it fits better in my head that Violet Shine should be a gray, like a grayish purplish cat, and Twigpaw should be like the spotted one. Because like twigs and leaves, and that just makes more sense to me visually. And it's been a hurdle. It's been a hurdle to like get over that. So every time I draw them, I'm like, right.
Oh, here's a good one. If neither Wings of Fire nor Warriors existed, what book series would be your favorite?
Harry Potter, probably.
We grew up in that age.
Yeah.
We're old, guys. We're old. But how do you feel about Midnight being able to speak to cats?
It's whatever.
What about Millie and the dog thing?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Totally underutilized. It would have been cool to see her use it. Because does she ever use it in the books, or is it just in the comics?
I don't think she ever uses it in the books, because I don't think she actually exists in the books. For more than, like, a chapter.
Millie?
I mean, she doesn't do anything.
I mean, that's true, but, like,
I was joking with the she doesn't exist thing.
You know,
She's there,
I mean, you're
but
not
really.
You're not wrong.
Okay, so who's with? I think that they want a roll call of who is in the stream.
Oh, go ahead. I'm Tennille.
We'll just go down the line on Discord. So I'm Avalon.
I'm Bina the Beanbag.
I'm Fiery Wild Minstrel.
I'm Apollo.
I don't think that we have another person in here, but I don't think that they are actively, like, in the thing right now. But if they come back, then yes, introduce yourself.
Okay.
Okay, we have more questions. Favorite Wings of Fire arc? I feel like I'm just gonna not ask any more Wings of Fire questions, because a lot of this is covered by our next video.
Yeah, although I can answer that one really easily. The second arc. I really love the second arc.
I need to read that, dang it.
Yes, you do. Dragons, read them.
Dragons are the best, by the way.
100% best.
Dragons.
10 out of 10.
Hello?
Howdy.
Hi.
Okay, yeah, we missed you for roll call. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
I'm Morning Snow. I was actually on the Discord on my phone, but for some reason it wasn't picking up my voice.
Oh, weird.
Oh.
Have you been talking to us and we're like completely ignoring you? I'm so sorry.
Yeah, it's fine.
Oh.
I was gonna say, Starfeather, can we chat with Neil? So that's exactly. Just pay $1 on Patreon, $1 a month, and you'll get have an invite to the Discord server, and then you can join in and chat with her on her Patreon streams or whenever she's on.
Yes.
All right, and Millie or Silverstream?
Why not both?
Yep. All right. What's your opinion on Warriors fan fictions?
I don't know. I don't really read Warriors. Surprisingly, for how much Warriors fanfic that I've written, I've actually never really read a Warriors fanfic, so...
I think you just kind of read mine and that's it.
Yeah!
I'm doing my best out here, guys. Alright. Also, to Snow Leopard, when we say that we call ourselves old, what we're referring to in regards to Harry Potter is the fact that we grew up when these books were coming out. Like,
yeah,
it was a time to be growing up, guys.
I was in first grade when the first movie came out.
Is Scourge overrated?
Yeah. I mean, I don't even think that's controversial. He's pretty overrated.
He's just a small, edgy boy. That's pretty much Sketch.
Yeah, I mean that doesn't make him bad, but he's just a little overrated.
Like, he exists for one book to be scary, mean murder machine, and then he dies, and that's it.
Yeah.
The end.
Okay. Tennille, why do you hate the idea of a Warriors movie? There's a whole video.
And after you watch
if you know
it,
she doesn't like the idea, you know you've seen that video.
And after you watch it, please don't come at me at any of my other social medias and tell me about why I'm wrong or why I'm right even. I just really don't care to talk about it anymore.
What do you hope will happen in Crowfeather Super Edition? And the Super Edition is taking place after Omen of the Stars. It's BT dubs. So what do you hope for?
I mean, like, this is the dream scenario, but the dream scenario is that Crowfeather kills Breezepelt. But I don't think that's gonna happen.
Sorry, you cut out. What?
The dream scenario is that Crowfeather kills Breezepelt. But I know that that's not going to happen.
It keeps cutting out.
Cutting out.
Okay, can you guys hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. The dream scenario is that Crowfeather kills Breezepelt, but I know that that's not going to happen.
You're right, but no. What role would you choose in a clan? That's actually answered in your latest Drawing a Blank video, so if you want to know what Tennille would be like in Warrior Cats, go watch Drawing a Blank of Simi.
You're weird.
Do we support...
Oh, wait.
What?
I do not support No More Tiger Star clones because I want Light Kit to be important, so... sorry.
I mean, I'm on, like, as much as we all joke about it, I'm fine with the whole cloning thing. I would just like to see it used in more interesting ways.
My bad, by the way. I was talking to my sister, and she's telling me I was weird for not liking Chips Ahoy cookies.
You are weird for not liking Chips Ahoy cookies, but it's okay. We love you anyway.
Yeah.
But they're not
Is
as good as
Auroralite a valid name
Is
for a
what?
cat that lives in the Arctic?
What's that?
Is Auroralite a valid name for a cat that lives in the Arctic?
Yeah, sure.
It sounds quite pretty, actually.
I enjoy that, yeah. I like geographic-specific names. It's good. It's a good name.
Does anybody remember if we had, like, a wolf paw of any sort in Warriors?
I don't think there's been any wolves.
No.
Yeah, none that I recall.
I would like there to be. Well, hang on, let me look up something real quick. Because someone once asked me, like, what I thought the best and worst warrior names were, so I looked up every single warrior cat that had ever been named in the books.
Oh, God.
List that exists.
Oh, wait, it does exist.
Oh, does it?
It's Wolfstep, and I'm pretty sure he's a Shadow Clan cat.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
That's a good name for a Shadow Clan cat, to be honest.
Yes, it is.
So, yeah. It has existed.
He's in Yellowfane's Secret. So he was back in the day.
Do you think there's anything Rowan Star could have done with the Shadow Clan apprentices to avoid that situation?
Oh, there's a million things he could have done, but the whole point is that he didn't.
God, he was just so bad at everything. Why is my clan always the dumpster fire?
That's such a mood. I'm so attached to Shadow Clan just for, like, stupid reasons, but they're the trash clan. You get used to it.
Yeah. Also, we have a, do you think that, I'm not actually sure how many questions this one's asking, but Shadowkit, do you think he'll be important?
I hope so. They should have built him up. I'm gonna be really disappointed if he's nothing.
Somebody just donated $25 and Sandra Cook.
Oh, well, thank you, Sandra Cook.
Just saying hello, apparently.
I'm pretty sure I've seen your name around before, so thank you very much.
You get a clap from me.
Alright, let's see. What is a good ship name for Tallstar and Jake?
Jake Star.
Yeah.
The tall Jake.
It looks like we've had a couple.
Jake Tail.
People are now commenting all the time Wolf has been used, and it's been used a couple times now. Cool. People want to know what your Hogwarts house is.
Gryffindor!
This is another point.
I'm a dirty Gryffindor.
That's okay, we can still be friends. Me over here, conniving Slytherin.
I'd like to think if I was even capable of being a wizard at all, if I wasn't just a muggle, I'd be a Hufflepuff. Just
Hufflepuff, represent!
Hufflepuff is good.
It is good.
They're good. They're just happy to be here. You know what? That's a mood.
Yeah.
They live by the kitchens and they're fantastic.
Wasn't there something about how the test was messed up? Like, they, not messed up as in it wasn't correct. I mean, part of it was taken down. Is that correct?
Was it? I don't know.
I don't know.
If that made any sense.
Yeah, I can't say I've heard about it.
Got a couple more questions. Do you think Brightheart will ever get an apprentice?
Aww, she should.
Looks at Moon Kitty.
She should, but I kind of doubt it at this point because, okay, either she needs to get an apprentice now or they need to retire now.
Yeah.
I feel like she would make a really good one too.
Oh yeah.
Like she had J-Paw for a second, and then they were like, "We'll get you the next one," and then never did.
Yeah.
Should Tawny Paw have left ThunderClan?
Yes, because she wanted to.
Yeah.
I think it was interesting that she did, and I think it would be interesting to see, like, if she had, like, I don't know, a little super edition or whatever from her perspective at that age.
Such a missed opportunity to not have her POV at all in New Prophecy.
Just because that whole process has been so interesting, and come on.
Right. What is your favorite type of cat coat? Like in real life, what kind of cat colors do you like?
Calicos.
Alright. When do you think Bramblestar will lose a life?
Not soon enough.
Do you want Squirrelflight to be leader?
Yes. 1,000 times yes. And yet again, Squirrelflight's one of those that I don't think would be a great leader. Like she would have problems, but that's what would make her an interesting leader.
And what did you think of that time that Lionpaw and Heatherpaw made their own plan in Power of Three?
Adorable.
As if there's any other thing to think about that. It's cute.
I don't know where I saw it, but someone had animated one of the play fighting scenes in of Heather and Lionblaze playing, and I believe it's for one of the maps, but it was absolutely beautiful.
I know exactly what part you're talking about. It's Night Risers.
I was gonna say it was for 5 Giants, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that was by Night
Also,
Risers.
one question I've always wanted to ask: was that animated on one
What?
Was that animated on 1s or 2s?
It was animated on whatever each animator animated at. So there's no answer to that. Most animators probably animated on 2s. I'm pretty sure Night Riser animates on 2s. Most of the time.
My sister's here. She wants to say hi.
Hi. Hi.
Hi.
Hello there.
Do you wish to go now?
Yeah, I want to go to sleep.
Okay, my sister's going to sleep.
Aw, good night.
Night.
It's weird because in California it's like 5:10. Jessica, why are you sleeping? Okay, she won't answer
Let her
me.
sleep.
It's
Never mind, she won't
1:15 in
answer
the
me.
UK, so great.
Okay, more questions coming in. Do you want Crowfeather to be leader?
Yes. Yes!
Yes. Yes.
Give it to me!
Who do you think will mentor Ivy Pool's kits, or who would you choose?
Oh, I don't know. Don't care, really.
Ooh, what do you think Ravenpaw's warrior name should have been?
Ravenwing would have been cute. It's hard
I used to be... I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
I used to be on board with Ravenwing, and then I read... And that's the name of the medicine cat who rats her out. And now I'm like, oh, I can't associate that name with Ravenpaw anymore.
Oh.
At Starfeather, go to sleep. 2 a.m. is not a good time to be awake. I'm sorry.
Let's see. Tennille.
Wait, at Fury Feathers, it wouldn't be Ravenclaw, it'd be Raven Talon. That would be a cool name for Ravenpaw.
I think I like the name Ravenclaw.
Yeah, it rhymes, but Talon. A raven doesn't have claws, it has talon.
But
yeah, but twigs don't have branches.
References. Also, we have like Dowfeather as a name, so...
They don't have to make sense.
Yeah.
Hawkfrost. That doesn't make much sense, but it sounds good.
Should Breezecoat be
really
redeemed?
blaze.
Nope.
Breezecoat shouldn't be redeemed, no.
If his redemption involves jumping off a cliff, then...
Yeah.
Send him to the garbage.
Let him become the lord of the garbage.
He already is.
Raven Branch. Okay, sorry, Raven Branch made me laugh. If you could give... Oh boy, it's gonna be a names thing, so everyone get ready. If you could give Snowkit, Mosskit, Shrewpaw, Ravenpaw, and Swiftpaw warrior names, what would you give them?
Okay.
Also, hi.
That's a lot.
Let's take it down.
Okay, Snowkit. Would it be cruel to call him Snow Ear?
I mean, Wide Eye.
Yeah. Mosskit we know absolutely nothing about, so I cannot give them a warrior name. Shrewpaw. Was Shrewpaw the one who died in the first series?
Yeah, the one I ship was Squirrelflight.
The one that like Tiger Star killed to make an example of?
No, that's Gorsepaw.
Oh.
Shrewpaw was the one who died chasing a pheasant onto the Thunder Path in New Prophecy.
Oh.
Rip.
Who had a really cute dynamic with Squirrelflight for like the 3 chapters that he was in. Or Squirrelpaw at the time.
Shrewwhisker.
Oh,
Can
that's
I
nice.
give a cool name for Snowkit?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm assuming they would say
Snowflight.
yes.
Yeah!
Oh.
That's awful.
I mean, if he survived, that would have been a pretty good name.
Yeah.
Can I have a mean one for Swiftpaw?
Yeah, what is it?
No, I'm not gonna do dog meat. Swift Bark.
I was thinking like Swift Fang.
Or Swift Bite.
Yeah.
Dogmeat's always a fun one, though.
Lost Face and Dogmeat.
It's a happy time in the Warriors fandom.
Da 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 da!
Ravenfrost would have been a cool name. What's your opinion on the This Is Me Showman maps?
On the...
Like all the different This Is Me maps for The Greatest Showman.
I don't know. I can't say that I've really seen that many.
Okay, you're spared this one. Someone says opinions on Spotted Leaf's Heart. I'm 90% certain you haven't read it.
Yeah, I haven't.
There, we're not going into that.
Oh,
Sorry,
God.
bye.
Yeah.
That otter thing. That otter thing.
Road Pancake? Yeah!
Oh, someone came up with Snowfall, Moss Branch, Shrew Whisker, Ravenflight, and Swift Runner. Those are all nice.
Yeah.
Cinder Squish.
No.
Squish.
Squishy.
Cinderleg. Briarleg.
Ouch.
Fire step.
Oh no! It's all so bad.
I will go sit in the corner where I belong.
Longtail, it is time for you to retire. Your new name is Sight.
Like the ultimate dick move of Firestar.
I like the idea of it though because I have not a villain but an antagonistic character in Stellar Eclipse who gives people like really shit names like that. Like there's one, like the names are all in a different language but I made it and can speak it so I can translate them. And there's one background character who's like always been known to be a little bit cowardly, and whose given name is Minnow, which fits. And they kind of follow a more traditionalist naming sense where different suffixes or like titles mean different things. So they give him the one for courage, just to be a dick, and then the name translates out to Minnow Heart. Which makes it sound even more cowardly, and I'm like, oh, you're a dick, I hate you. But it's so fun to do, like, and some of the more prominent characters in that area have really, like, dick names because of this guy.
I have a Warriors leader who is, very literal with naming schemes. So he, like, everything has to be literal. If your name doesn't, like, if your mother's given name doesn't fit you, he'll rename you when you become a warrior.
Wow. What a douche.
Yeah, so, like...
Is that the guy that was leader before Spotted Star?
Yeah, so her given name's actually Ravenkit, or Ravenpaw. But then when she became a warrior, he's like, nah, now you're Spotted Shadow.
Raven Shadow is such a cool-ass name, though. I still have to figure out what names I'm gonna give to my actual fanfic apprentices.
Oh man, figuring out names is both a blessing and a curse.
Like, I know Dawnpaw is gonna be Dawn Shadow, but for Brightpaw, I'm thinking maybe like Bright Thistle? Or Bright Berry, something plant-based.
Oh, I love berry as a suffix, it's so cute.
And it's like, I don't know if any of you have read that fic, and I'm sorry.
I'm reading it. I'm enjoying it so far.
I'm sorry.
No. I remain optimistic. Whatever you say.
Okay. Oh, here's a fun one. If you could pick a fruit to be at the start or end of a warrior's name, what fruit would you pick? I'm guessing excluding apple, because that's been used before.
Yeah, apple's a good one. Cherry has also been used before.
Cherry's cute.
Plum's been used.
Dragon
Bright
fruit.
Green. That's a cute name. I'm not gonna go with that one, but that's cute. Thank you.
Banana Claw.
Banana Claw!
Ring, 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 ring. Banana Claw.
Oh god.
What's your favorite prefix? Tomato face. Oh my god.
I really like prefixes that imply like spotted or like spotted, speckled. There's others.
Dapple?
Dapple. Yeah.
Brindle.
Brindle's nice.
Oh, someone says they work at the vet and there's a kitten named Dragonfruit.
Aww.
Aww. Brussels sprout. From that sort of thing.
Orange Fall. What character do you think would be most easy to redeem? Like a villain, I guess. Who would you want to see redeemed?
I kind of want to say Hawkfrost, but at the same time, it doesn't sound right. Doesn't feel
You know
right.
what? No, I actually agree with that. Hawkfrost.
I feel like because of Mothwing, Hawkfrost would be a good one.
Yeah, I think there's a lot more potential with his character to grow than a lot of other villains.
Squash face. You guys. Alright, we're out of questions once again.
Well, I think my supper's just about ready, so we'll probably be wrapping up here pretty soon.
Alright. That was a good stream.
Yeah.
Avocado faces.
Watermelon bite.
You know, another a medicine cat name I'd like to find eventually is Dreamcatcher. I feel like it should be a medicine cat one.
Yeah, that'd be cute.
That would
Like,
be
I feel like they don't do enough of those, like, easy names. Like, Morning Light would be a really easy one, but it'd be nice.
Yeah.
If they killed more characters,
Yeah.
they could make room for others.
I kind of wish Warrior Cats would have went more the Wings of Fire direction when they did naming, because I really like how the naming for the Nightwings and the other dragons like all vary, and you could tell
Love
just
it.
by the name.
Yeah.
I feel like they've done that a little bit in Warriors, but not enough to really take advantage of it. Broken Dreams. There you go. Oh, Soft Dawn for a medicine cat would be a nice name.
Oh, that is nice.
Sunbeam. That's cute.
Wait, Tennille, have you seen that drawing that I did? If you to check the art channel, scroll up a bit. If you don't mind me saying, grow up until about a week ago, I drew a tank. I can find it.
You might want to repost it.
No, I see it.
Oh, okay.
I was say, I've been trying to sketch things so that I'm trying to get like, right now I'm trying to keep my lines straight. I'm basically trying to, because I would say I'm gonna try to get digital as soon as I can, because I know about other people, but I just like, I'm really heavy-handed when.
Oh, Tennille, have you heard of Detroit Becoming Human?
I have.
It is really good. I very well suggest it.
I'm not much of a fan of the director, David Cage, so it's probably going to be one I'm skipping out on.
Alright.
I've heard things.
Yeah, he's kind of a
many things.
I was gonna say, I just remembered. What's your opinion on Megamind?
Megamind?
Yeah.
It's fun. I like Megamind. It's probably one of my favorite wacky DreamWorks films.
Yeah, I remember I watched that when I was like really young, and I liked it as a kid, but I wanted to make sure if it was funny to me because I was 7 years old, if it was actually a good movie.
Alright, I have a question.
It's been that long since it came out. Oh no, I'm old.
Oh no, I'm old.
What do you think of the prefix shiver?
Shiver?
Yes.
It's cool. I like it.
It's neat.
Shiver shook. What is your favorite I Spoil?
I Spoil, The Fourth Apprentice is my favorite. Moon Kitty's never done anything better than that one, right there.
I have also a question. If you had to pick between Shrek,
oh, this will be good.
It's gonna be a good question when it starts with Shrek.
Yeah.
Madagascar, or what is the other third apocalyptic one? I think Hotel Transylvania. Which one would you pick?
For what?
Just
to watch?
If you could live in a universe that existed, which one?
Where only one existed?
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Shrek.
It'd be between Shrek and Madagascar. But probably Madagascar. Probably, even though I think Shrek's a better movie. Shrek did things to the animation industry. So I have mixed feelings on Shrek.
Yeah,
Are those
I
good
like
things or
Shrek
bad?
by itself, but I don't like the trend that Shrek started.
Yeah.
Shrek became the ultimate meme.
Well, I mean, you're not wrong.
It became a meme around like 2010 or something like that, and it's still going this day.
It's
if in
always been a
small
meme.
circles, if anything.
After the stream, I'm gonna start on Darkstalker.
Yes!
If I can say that correctly.
Say goodnight to the rest of your 24 hours, because Darkstalker is all you're gonna live, eat, and breathe.
Is it really one of those books where you start it and you just can't?
I could not put it down, actually, no. And
I had
that's like a couple books for me, but
I had to put it down at a couple of points, and it was torture. It was like all I could think about until I started reading it again.
Oh, the scene with the sea wings. Ah. Oh gosh. Okay, I think I don't think I'm gonna pull any more questions because the stream's about to end.
Yeah.
So save them for next month, guys.
Yep. Boop. There we go. Now I got them all lined up all pretty. Yeah, so that'll be it, everybody. Thank you guys so much for coming.
You're honestly, to be honest, it's a pleasure for me.
And
weird how like people are saying like how popular YouTubers say like thank you for coming. Well, it's us saying no, thank you for letting us join in.
Aww, thank y'all.
I love turning on Pilgrimage while I'm working on other things, just so I could listen to you talk about all kinds of stuff.
Free shabakadoo.
That's awesome. Alright, well anyway, we're gonna end the stream here. Thank you guys so much for coming. We will see you next month for another stream.
Your mom have the big gay.
What a note to end on.